pretty much good to go here. Let me switch over to the main feed. I never get tired of the transition. Experiment did a wonderful job with that. Let me see. Can I repair my gear? No, I can't repair that. That's grade 5. Wait, what grade do I have? Oh no, I have grade 5. Oh, never mind. How's it going, guys? Do appreciate you tuning in. See if I got some money heading my way. Hey, that's what I like to see. Let me assign a new venture for her. Oh, quick exploration. You can do that now. Can I? Okay, she can do this. How many levels did she gain? Oh, Jesus, she gained like 3 levels at once. That's actually really nice. What do I got? Excellent. Not sure if anyone heard, but yeah, I think everybody around my circle knew about that new Seto. Yuji Naka getting arrested again for insider trading, but in regard, like, first soldier of all fucking games is something that you get arrested over for insider trading. That shit is so weird. It's like I'd imagine like Yuji Naka leaving his confinement and he is guided to the confinement right across the other hall. It's like, we need to make room for another person, but it's like, we need you to move over here because we're doing new charges against you. This has been a really weird fucking year, I have to say, just in terms of everything that's happened. And I have to say, it's been pretty memorable so far. Can you believe that we're almost already at 2020? Oh, almost at 2023. That shit is nuts. Was he on bail? How did he get out quick the first time? I mean, I don't know. I don't really, I haven't really followed up since the first time he got arrested. I just learned about the initial arrest. And then afterwards, it was just like, oh, damn. That's something. And then just like, what, 2 weeks afterwards, he gets arrested again for the same shit but for a different game. And it is quite interesting. Can you believe that they promised 5G will be the future? Meanwhile, I'm getting less than 1. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. No, the 5G is indicative of 5 grams, Jason. That's why. You should have known that. It's like, because obviously you're more at fault. Yeah, I have to say 5G hasn't really done anything for me personally. I think my phone upgraded to 5G some time ago. I think the last phone that I got had 5G in it, and I don't notice anything. I really don't notice anything. Is it a garnet ring? Oh, I have a garnet ring. It's not high quality though. I don't want to trade that because it's not high quality. All right, so as the title of today's stream indicates, so we got the Game Awards happening in less than 4 hours my time. So I figured I'll do a really chillax, crafting-centric Final Fantasy IV team stream today before we take a break for dinner and then go live again for the Game Awards, because I will be having a Game Awards reaction stream tonight. That's at 7:30 p.m. EST my time, so adjust accordingly to your time zones if you're interested in catching our reactions to it. It should be pretty fun. The Game Awards are never worth watching, but they are always worth streaming and reacting to. That's the way I look at it anyway. But since I don't plan on resuming a Realm Reborn's post 2.0 story anytime soon, because I'm prioritizing leveling up my crafters all to 50 at the very least, we still have some work to do. At the very least, I've got my miner and botanist to 50, and we're not going to be tackling Fisher anytime soon because we really don't need to level Fisher for anything right now. But I already have my Weaver at 51, well 51, and I'm working on Goldsmith next. We should have Goldsmith at 50 before the end of the stream, and we can get started on working on some other things. The first thing we're going to do that I always do is that you want to do some expert turn-ins provisioning turn-ins. No, supply turn-in, sorry, for your Grand Company, because these things right here, especially when you turn in a high quality version of the item, this gives you so much fucking experience that it's honestly insane. So, for instance, hey, the gamer, thank you very much for the gift bomb. Much appreciated. Was that 5? Yeah, it's 5. I can count. 5 gift bombs. I appreciate the support and the love. To get what I was saying out. These right here give you a shitload of experience if you turn in a high quality version of the item they're asking. Since I'm leveling Goldsmith, I want to look at what the Goldsmith has to turn in, and in this case, it's a Garnet Ring. Now, I already have 2 of these in my inventory, but they're normal quality, so if I turn them in as is, it's only going to give me 142,000 experience. However, if you turn in a high quality version of that turn-in, you get double of what's offered, so I want to get a high quality item. I can likely make the Garnet Ring myself, so we're going to go do that real quick. I don't think I have the materials, but we can always go to the market board and get them myself because they'll likely be very cheap. Let me switch over to Goldsmith right now. Mine the gear. It's normal gear. POTK. Do I still do DDP Yoga? Yes, I do. I've kind of been interchanging between DDP Yoga and basic gym workouts because I'm trying to work on the arms and the pecs. In fact, those that was watching me stream a couple of days ago or at least watching Ray streams, I was complaining about my arms being sore, that I can barely move. That's because my body was recovering from the workout because I went a little too hard with the reps, and I learned my lesson. So I'm taking it a little easier. So that is how it's going in my neck of the woods. I also ordered a new set of dumbbells, but apparently it got delayed again. It was supposed to be here yesterday, and they said it's going to be here today. And then I get another fucking email saying that it's being pushed to tomorrow. So, well, have I played Ring Fit? Yes, I've played with Ring Fit, but I did not commit to it. It's a workout. Like, I'll give Ring Fit that. Like, it is a workout. My body, my legs especially, because I was doing leg-centric workouts for my session with it. My legs were feeling it the next day, so it does work. It's just, I'd rather just do yoga. That's the way I feel about it. All right, so we got to turn in a Garnet Ring, right? Well, let's look at our crafting recipe and see what we need. Let me see. Garnet ring. We need 1 garnet and 1 mithril ingot.
Let's go, Game Award.
Let's. You don't really care. Nobody cares. Not even you, Jim.
But Kojima's gonna Kojima the Kojima.
How's it going, Fonz?
Pretty all right. I'm taking a quick break from work. So
Okay, that's
all
cool.
good. Just been being on Twitter, just people saying like, "Oh, what's going to be Game of the Year?" And I'm like, I don't care.
Okay, let's make this Garnet Ring real quick. Let us pop Waste Not, then Innovation, Basic Touch.
Crafting.
Oh yeah, leveling up crafting for the new character. I'm doing the Grand Company turn-ins because those are always worth a fuckload of experience, especially if it's a high quality turn-in.
Yeah. I never unlocked any crafters or gatherers.
The turning point for me specifically was when I was progging through the Epic of Alexander the first time. Mm-hmm. Because my gear would break a lot because we wiped so much.
Oh, so you would just mend your gear?
I mended, yeah, I leveled up my crafters and gatherers just so I could repair my gear in instant because I was tired of reusing. Which I know it doesn't really matter because if you're always starting from square one in that fight anyway, it was just really annoying.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean 50 kills, 50 kills.
Yeah, exactly. It's not exactly at 100% here, so this might be normal quality. Okay, no, awesome. And with that, we have crafted a high-quality Garnet Ring. And I leveled up to level 40, so we can also probably upgrade our gear. We cannot. Okay, I don't have anything in my thing. How much is it to play this game out of curiosity? A monthly subscription is, I think, $15?
$15 a month. You can get bonus packages. You get, like, extended months and stuff.
Right. But there's also a free trial.
Yeah.
So...
Which can take you to Heavensward.
Yeah, at the end of Heavensward. At that. Like,
what's the ad?
Yeah, we have a. Oh, did they turn off the Nightbot? Oh, that's my. Oh, it's a mod only. Yeah, hold on a second. Is Nightbot not on right now? Oh, is it a fucking? No. I think it's a different command. Actually, let me see. Give me a second because I forgot the command myself. I mean, in the process of me doing this, I could have just told you what the command is, but still. Oh no, it's just Final Fantasy 14. I gotta go change that to just free trial. Yeah, there it is.
Did you know that the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV has a free trial and includes the Eternity of Heavensward and award-winning Heavensward expansion up to level 60 with no restrictions? On playtime, sign up and enjoy Eorzea tomorrow.
That's a lot of
Because
fucking hours.
it takes about a day to download, depending on your Wi-Fi.
It's like 90 gigs.
Yeah.
You know, but still, like up until the end of Heavensward, that is a lot of fucking game time. Like that is just given to you for free.
That's really a full game and full game, the final updates and an expansion, and the final updates to the first expansion.
Yeah.
So
that's pretty fucking bonkers. All right, we're going to give them this. And because of that, because again, we traded in a high quality version of that, we get an HQ bonus, which is essentially, it doubles our rewards. So we are at level 40 right now. We jumped nearly to the end of level 41. Again, the Grand Company turn-ins are fucking ridiculous.
Like, I stopped playing 14, but like I still have a lot of good memories playing from the game. So
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
And at this point, I put too many hours into the game to stop.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people think I hate the game. It's like, no, I just got burnt out. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
It'd be really hypocritical of me saying like, no, I hate 14, even though I spent 4. Not this. I stopped playing the last expansion.
Shadowbringers.
So, yeah. So I stopped at Shadowbringers. So
yeah.
it'd be really hypocritical of me like, oh no, I hate this game, even though I played all the way through that.
Yeah, burnout absolutely happens. My friend Russ was really big on StarCraft and World of Warcraft. And I think he still plays StarCraft from time to time, but he does not play WoW anymore because he just got burnt out. You know, just doing the same routine over and over again, and it's got sick of it after a while. You know,
I met a lot of good friends.
Yeah, I mean, we met through 14, I believe.
Yes.
I met Linky through 14. I met Trios through 14. Am I missing anybody else? I mean, I read Ray through 14, obviously, too. I'm trying to think of so technically, I did meet Nora through 14 as well, but Nora was already aware of who I was because of Brain Scratch. Indirectly, because Nora's a friend of Lewis, and we met technically at a MomoCon before I started playing Final Fantasy 14. But 14 is what sealed the deal.
Okay. All right. I have to go back to work. Yeah. Bye, everybody.
All right. Have a good night, Fonz. Well, have a good day.
Sorry. If there's room, I'll probably hop in for...
Yeah, that'll be fine.
All right. Laters.
All right. Have a good day, Fonz. All right. So we have to make a high-quality horn staff for our goldsmith quest. And this will also probably take us to level 42. Probably level 43 if the reward's big enough. What do we need? We need... Oh, we already have the Eye of the Fire. We have Wolfang. We just need an algal horn. Hopefully this is not too expensive. You can also get, like, animal parts yourself by, like, killing the specific enemy. But that takes time. The market board's right here. So I'm just going to do this right now. Also, let me pop some food. Drink some tea. Yeah, like, I've actually made some really good friends playing this game. And I'm really happy to say that. This game has left a humongous impact on my life. And I'm more than happy to keep playing it. So, let me see here. We want to waste not. Innovation. Should be an easy craft. This should bring us to 100% quality. Excellent. Now we do veneration, so that our progress is increased. And we don't have to risk running out of durability. Excellent. And that took us to level 42. Right, man, getting those levels, man. Getting those levels. Let's see if there's anything else I can get. Yep, go wear new gear now. Excellent. Now we're going to go turn this in for even more EXP gains. Speaking of burnout, I usually have an off game, usually a different MMO, to take a break from it. So what's your off game when you feel burnout? Well, the fact that you can fucking play another MMO when you're feeling burnout from another game, I think speaks volumes on what kind of game you really like to play. Saying, "Fuck, holy fuck, I can't juggle MMOs. Like, this is the only MMO I'm going to commit myself to." So, if I'm feeling burnout from this game, which I have to say I don't feel burnout from this game. I do take breaks, but it's not from burnout. It's just because there's nothing I can do between now and the next patch that be worth anything that I'm already doing. Like, I have a routine basically already set up for my characters. And once I do the routine, there's no reason for me to keep playing outside of like maybe grinding for like a new relic and shit. So I wouldn't classify that as burnout. We need to go to the adventure guild. So when I'm done with my routine for the day, I will either play something that I need to play for a video, or honest to God, I'll just do something else outside of gaming. Yo, what's up, Roboton? Here's your horn staff. Yep, I made that. It's got my signature on it and everything. I don't want to brag, but I kind of wish Roboton just came to me so I don't have to go. I had to go to Serendipity to confirm that I made the item, and then I have to go to this dude to confirm the item, and I got to go back to Serendipity to collect my rewards. How's my cat been? My cat's been doing fine. Selena and Diego are doing really good. They are... Well, Celine was taking a nap. I think Diego was up and about. I just fed them, actually, and I also just changed their litter. Because having two cats means you gotta change the litter box a lot more fucking often. Ugh. Do I need any of these things? I do not, so I'm just gonna take the gill. Yeah, man, I'm close to level 43 already, man. Holy shit. Alright, now for the real boring part. Because I always prioritize doing my Grand Company turn-ins and then the quest if it's available. But now, since we got both of those done, we're gonna do some XIV Beast Tribe quests. And I've been doing these off screen, so I'm already at a considerable rank. Actually, hold on, let me check my reputation. We can get to the next reputation today. Likely is that the XIV tribal quests were the first crafting gathering related tribal quests in Final Fantasy XIV, and it shows because they make you go all over the fucking place. And you also have to use both your crafter. You not only have to use your crafters, you have to use your gatherers, you have to use your battle classes to get the materials needed for certain things. And, you know, in Heavensward and beyond, it's just simple fucking turn-ins. And you always have to have the gloves on, too. Yeah, absolutely, Bazero. Like, it is so much work for the same results you'll easily get later in other expansions. I'm so glad they streamlined this in future expansions, and I'm surprised they haven't gone back and streamlined it for this, because this even now is a pain in the ass. Jugo, thank you for the bits. Much appreciate it. We are going to prioritize this dude first, because this guy's usually a good turn-in. Let's see what we need for Goldsmith. We need mithril wristlets of crafting, and we need 3 of these. Okay. So, when in doubt... Oh, wait. Let me return, actually. Don't waste the Aetheryte ticket on that. Any games I'm looking forward to? You mean for the Game Awards specifically, or are we talking just in general for next year? If it's just in general for next year, I'll make that assumption right now. Breath of the Wild, well, Tears of the Kingdom, I should say, Resident Evil 4 Remake, and Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2. Fucking what else? Final Fantasy 16. And more patches from this game, honestly. Okay, so these are going for like 39k a pop. Let's see if I can make these myself so that I save money. Okay, yeah, this will look infinitely cheaper. So let us do mithril ingot. We need to make 3 of these, right? So if it's 1 mithril ingot per craft, and we need 3 of these. Yeah, this is already looking a lot cheaper. We are going to just buy this one because it's cheap. Then we are going to find some mithril rings. See how much those are going for. Oh, yeah. Oh, actually, this is just what we need. Okay, then let's make these. And we want these to be high quality, too, so that the turn-ins are larger, so... do I have everything that I need to go for here? Actually, let me make sure that my gear does not need to be upgraded. That's all fine. Okay, then let's make some wristlets. $30 months at tier 1. Thank you very much for the Twitch sub. I do appreciate it. Prime released this month on Netflix. Oh, that's right. Sonic Prime is coming out. I kind of forgot about it. Are you going to be doing Beast Tribe stuff as well, or just MSQ? I'm doing the only tribal quests I'm prioritizing now, Beowulf, is the crafting ones. I'm going to be leveling up all of the crafting tribal quests. So the Ixols are first, then Mughals, then the Namazu, Dwarves, all that stuff later. Because it'll just make it easier to level my crafters as I go through the expansions. Because right now, I'm only leveling the crafters up to 50. That way, when Heaven's Sword drops... Oh, no, when I get to Heaven's Sword, I can easily level up the crafters later without having to drop levs. That sort of thing. Even though I could easily get all my crafters up to speed just by abusing levs, because levs are also really fucking overtuned. I just want to make it a little more streamlined. I want to take advantage of this good proc. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so now we do some veneration. Yeah, more than enough. Look at that. Easy. All right, 2 more to go. Same step as before. Crafting is really not that complicated. It's very reactionary. You're trying to prioritize quality first, because the higher the quality, the higher the chance the item is high quality when you finish the craft ends up being. And that's what you really have to look out for, because a high quality item is just better overall in terms of... So say if, like, let me do an example here after I finish this craft here. So let's use this as an example. So what I just made was the mithril wristlets of crafting, right? This is at base. It adds plus 23 to your crafting points. But if you make a high quality version of it, it is plus 26 to your crafting points. Higher quality gear has better substats than normal quality. So if possible, you always want to shoot for high quality shit. If it's possible. If you can't make it yourself, then you at least like try and go to the market board and see if you can buy it at a reasonable price. If not, then don't bother. You don't have to worry about that as you're making your way to Endwalker. It only really matters in endgame content. Like when you're just catching up in previous expansions, you don't have to worry about that. That said, we still have to make one more set of mithril wristlets of crafting. So let's do that one more time. Pop waste not so that we use half of the actions. Yeah, at the highest level, it's pretty much completely automated. I love that shit, though, you know? Don't waste my time. I mean, learning the proper rotations early on is fun. Like, when you're doing, like, the quest-related items, right? It's really not that bad. But, man, like, if you're already at Endwalker, right? And you, like, fucking abuse the shit out of, like, the Ishgard Restoration, which is what I recommend. If you're already at Endwalker, you should be using Ishgard Restoration to get your crafters up because it is so fucking fast. when you have to do the proper like quest related stuff for story purposes, because like every crafter and gatherer has their own story to go through, you get an ability called Trained Eye, I think at like level 70 or 80. And what that does is that when you pop it, the quality of and what item you're working on instantly shoots up to 100% quality, which doesn't work on like anything 10 levels or above your max rank. So it's like if you're at level 90, you can't do it on level 81 and stuff on above, but it makes it brain dead. Oh, it's level 80. Thank you, Bazero. Level 90 crafting is more relaxing than the lower levels. You would say that. I wouldn't know because I use macros for everything. Like, to me, what I do... Oh, wait, why did I go to goals with it? I'm fucking I'm getting my wires crossed. I got to go back to the XLs. Like my crafters, right? I will like get the high quality gear. I will overmelt everything to the best of my ability if it's within my budget anyway. And then I'll look up crafting macros depending on my control and craftsmanship value. And then I just hit buttons and pray that it's high quality because sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. It depends on like the high quality items that I'm using. But yeah, to go back to what I was saying earlier about like crafting. So I've been playing this game since 3.1 in Heavensward. I did not level up my crafters at all until midway through Shadowbringers because I was progging through the Epic of Alexander, one of the ultimate encounters, and you wipe in that fight. The thing about ultimates, or the thing about progging ultimates, is that you wipe a lot. Like you will die, and every time you die, your gear's durability goes down. And after a bit, your gear breaks. Now, if your gear breaks, it's not gone. It's just that it might as well be gone because it no longer contributes to your stats. You become very weak. So you have to leave the instance to repair and shit like that. I was getting tired of doing that. So I finally took incentive to level up my crafters, because a cool thing about leveling crafters is that if you level up the right ones, you can repair your own gear, and because you can repair your own gear, you have the benefit of over repairing, essentially, where the condition of your item can go above 100%. So let's see, let's look for an example here. So if you pay attention to the item description here, right? The linen smock. If you look below, you'll see the condition is at 96%. My webcam window is almost blocking that, but right above it, you can see the condition's at 96%. Regular repairs caps the condition at 100%. But if you repair it yourself using dark matter, you can bring that condition level over 100%. And basically the item lasts a lot longer than usual. These are things I repaired myself. So the condition is at 165%, which means these things are not breaking any fucking time soon. It's so annoying to do every quest line for crafters for manipulation. Find the lie. That is like the most fucking annoying thing, because on my main character, I have to say again, I use Ishgar Restoration to get everybody up to the max at that time. But when I learned about making my own items and shit like that, they are all talking about this manipulation skills. Like, I don't have manipulation. Well, how do I get manipulation? You gotta do a lot of fucking crafter quests. So how many? Well, Realm Reborn, Heavensward, and Stormblood. Oh. No, I think it's only up until like Heavensward or some other shit. I'm not sure. I don't remember. No, I think it's up to Stormblood. I think it's a Stormblood ability. And it's like, oh, and I got to do this every single time. And that took a while, but I don't mind the crafter quests. The crafter quests are actually pretty good, and so are the gatherer quests. And with that, nice. So we got experience from giving the turn-ins, and then we also get experience from completing the quest. And look at that, we are almost at level 44 already. But now the boring part. The boring part. Because Ixal's a thing. How do you think? What do we got? Reach for the star board. To complete this quest, you'll need to change your class to botanist. Okay, that's fine. I have botanist at 50. It's fine. I'm going to accept this, getting in the gear. This doesn't require anything else, that's fine. We're going to do these 3 at a time, because I hate having a bunch of quests loaded, because it just makes my map a mess. The crafter quests get a lot more bearable when they start giving you the materials instead of having to make items from scratch. Yeah, unfortunately they would not do this until Stormblood, because Heavensward still requires you to make your own shit as well. And ugh. Honestly, I don't mind fishing Bazero because it's so fucking brain dead. It's when I have there's one quest I still have not done on my main character, and it's like the level 50 legendary fisher quest where you have to like actually catch like the legendary fish of each region, which is like, it gets like Animal Crossing in depth, like how much you have to like put in time of like the kind of bait you use, the weather conditions, and then like mooching different baits and fish, and it's a lot. And I only managed to catch like one legendary fish, and I ended up abandoning that quest. I was like, I'm going to come back to this much later. And now it's the only quest I have left to do on the character, so I have to go back. Mooching the mooch. Yeah. All right, so we have to get into gear, right? What's this one again? Speak with the... Okay, yeah, we just talked to this dude. Well, I actually want to be careful because I'm level 43 goldsmith, and if I aggro an enemy, I might get smacked really hard. Where the hell is this one at? Oh, you're over there. Why is like a level 37 dryad so close to this NPC? Aren't you afraid of the tree? Take the back by 4. Okay, we actually have to switch. We're gonna switch back to monk because we need to beat up the Kirans. Oh, is it Kiran? I don't know how to pronounce her name. Thank you. If I'm just in the fishing mood, I just visit the Aorizia Aquarium instead. Oh, I think I know which one you're talking about, Celeste. It's actually really nice. Like they have, if it's the one I'm thinking about, Celeste, are you talking about the house that has like every fish on display, using different free company housing, essentially? Because we went there a couple months ago and it was fantastic. We ran into the pog shark. Because there's a shark in this game who has its mouth always open, and we call it the pog shark. Yes, I love the pog shark. Fishing from an aquarium sounds like cheating. No, buying fish from like a fishing market is cheating. Back in my day, we used to catch that shit raw, and we hated it. Like, honest, I have not found any game where fishing doesn't suck absolute lala nuts. Well, I mean, Sonic Frontiers has fishing, and it's pretty brain dead. Now, because it's brain dead, you can also use that as an argument as to, like, it sucks lala nuts, to use your term. But, I don't know. It depends on the game. I loved fishing in Animal Crossing. Like, Animal Crossing fishing was the most relaxing shit I ever loved doing. Like, I maxed that shit out on GameCube big time because I thought it was so relaxing. All right, we took care of the Dullahans, but we need to take care of these guys, and they're kind of all over the place. I'm not sure if they spawn in the same locations every single time. Persona 5 fishing is really nice. I never really mind fishing at all. Again, it depends on the game and what's being asked of me. Yeah, these guys. They have something that we need, and we gotta take them back by force. I think they stole it from us. Or they stole it from the guild or some other shit. I don't know. I just punch things, man. Oh, there's one right here. Well, at least they're right next to each other. That was really nice. Halt. Fishing is good when it's not mandatory for progression. I would agree with that, Lucid. That's why I gave Biggs fishing in Sonic Adventure so much shit. Like, it's not even the matter of, like, the fishing itself, because the fishing it's whatever. It's that you need to do it in order to, like, fully complete the story. And it's like, you know, that's not why I play a Sonic game. You know what I mean? Like, Biggs fishing, if it was separated individually, it probably wouldn't be the worst thing. I might even actually buy it. It depends on, you know, what my mood is. It's just that, don't make me do something that's completely unrelated. I don't care if that's the point. Alright, let me see. Where else can you possibly be? I was here earlier. It is probably on a lower level, because there's 3 of these guys you gotta beat up. Within this orange circle. You don't want to go outside the orange circle, otherwise you're with... Yeah, there you are. Present Hall Pass. This is the Crafter quest, by the way. Okay, we took care of those guys. So now what we need to do is do reach for the starboard, and that's here. But that requires us to switch to our botanist, which thankfully we have leveled up. Although to be fair, even I think even at level 1 you can do this quest with a botanist, because there is one quest. There's one set of quests for the Ixals that require you to fish. And I didn't level up my fisher at all, but I was still able to catch what I needed at level 1. Yeah, so the items that you need for the botanist are level 1 and level 3, that's beginner shit. So even if you have a level 1 if you just unlock botanist, you can do these quests. So at least the tribal quests are merciful in that regard. Sonic Frontiers fishing is basically 3 houses fishing. Still 100% all the island fishing, though. I'm trying to see how many cocos I can buy from Big. I mean, at least until you max out all your stats anyway. We are looking for pristine oak logs and pristine oak branches. Now, the pristine oak logs are hidden items, which means you can only get 1 from each node. Well, in this case, anyway, because sometimes it depends on the item. And then you're looking for these glowy nodes, essentially. This lets you know that you can gather from this. You can also look at your map. Well, not the main map, but your mini map. Because for some reason, the nodes only show up in the mini map and not the main map. And unless I'm missing something. But you see on the top right here, see these little yellow feathers here? These are nodes that you can gather items from as a botanist. You always want to be on the lookout for those. Love this game. You play it great. Oh, thank you, Sonic Bear. I appreciate it. Thank you for tuning into the stream. Yeah, I love this game. This game is one of my favorites of all time. I hated this about the Ixals. You need to have some jobs for some quests, and then you have to use their glows to do their crafting. Yeah. Yeah, I mean the gloves. Okay. Yeah, the having to equip the gloves for every single craft is really annoying. Even though it doesn't... Because at first I thought, this is always going to fuck my stats, right? Because the gloves, I think, are level 1. But the level of the crafting recipes that the Ixals make you do are really fucking low leveled. So it really doesn't matter. It's just that you can't do the crafts at all without putting the gloves on. And that I don't like, because that's really annoying. Thankfully, they don't do that after Ixals. Again, they learn big time after the Ixals. You don't have to worry about doing that shit again. Once we get to Moogles, it's much easier. But then we also have to do Moogles. And Moogles are assholes. Think they have a level 45 version? Couldn't tell you. Like free coupon nuts. It literally just like you go into a Moogle, right, and you type in the say chat coffee break. I'm sorry, coupon nuts, and it's like, man, this is exciting. This is really exciting. Where's the fucking note? Okay, here it is. I need more pristine oak logs. I'm not getting any. Boop. Yeah, see, this is another thing that I don't like, because like you need certain things that need to show up. Okay, finally. 1. Nah, I gotta go hunt for another one. I don't think you can use Blessed Harvest to get more than 1, because it's a hidden item for the quest specifically. I mean, we can try that out, actually. Let me see. Just out of curiosity's sake, let's see if I can actually turn in the thing. No, you cannot. You can only get 1. That's why you annoy the save Moogle in 9. Yeah, but the save Moogle in 9 threatens to stab you after a point. The Moogles in 14 are just like the laziest bunch of shitheads until you set them straight. Oh, thank God. Holy shit. I might as well mine the air shards while I'm here. How's it going, Ranges? So just curious, what is the best way to experience farm for crafting classes and such? Lev quests. Lev quests, because they give out so much fucking experience. And you can find them all over Realm Reborn, basically. So do some exploration, you'll find them. It's really fucking easy. All right, so now we have to take these items and turn them into an NPC. They're over here. And after we do that, it will grant us a buff that allows us to craft the items that we need for the turn-ins, and then we can finish up the quests. Grand Company turn-ins are also really good. I did that earlier. And Grand Company turn-ins are, oh my god, especially when you turn in a high-quality version of the item, is really good. You're basically getting double the rewards. Hello, Drake. Actually, not here for, like, relic reasons. Not yet, anyway. Here are the double hand plates. Okay, and now we have the buff that lets us craft what we need, so we have to switch to our goldsmith, right? But not just that, we also got to make sure we're wearing the gloves. Now we can craft. And what is it? Heat vent components. Heat vents, this, I'll do recipe search so I can get to it immediately, and we're goldsmiths, so we have to go for heat vent components under goldsmithing. There we go. Innovation to increase our quality control. Yeah, so you're already 80% just by one thing, and I'm already 100%. Excellent. Yeah, the recipes are thankfully a low level, so making the items high quality is never a problem. Hey, Brandon, thank you for the tier 1. Much appreciated. For 32 months. Since I'm late, did we already talk about Yuji Naka getting arrested again? Literally like one of the first things we talked about when the stream started. But since the stream has started properly, I guess like we can talk about that just for a little bit again. It's fucking hilarious how that man was arrested twice in like a month for the same shit. And I mean, what do you even say to that? Like I've learned throughout the last couple of years just how unlikable this guy was making the Sonic games like in the 90s. And like Dalton Christ, thank you very much for the raid party of 6. And no doubt, I have no doubt the man is knowledgeable about his craft and programming and such, and that way I'll always have a degree of respect for him. But it's also like, from what I understand, Yuji Naka is not a very pleasant person. And I don't personally know the guy, so I'm not going to cast too much judgment on that, but it's also like, eh. He has more arrests than Balan Wonderworld has buttons. Yeah, I think I saw a similar tweet of that I think yesterday or this morning. It was pretty funny. Yeah, man, it's like the dude was the dude helped program some of my favorite games of all time at least on the Genesis, but the dude himself apparently is not very pleasant. It's like, huh, you hate to see it. Okay, level 44. We can put these on. All right, that's one quest out of 12. Yeah, because we're doing all the fucking... We're doing these until our fucking... Our allowances are up. We should be close to 50 at that point. If we're not, then I'll be really shocked. Hello, Black Rabbit Trader. Here are the things that I botanist for you. What's the verb on botany? Can botany be a verb? I botanied these logs for you. Let me see. Do I have to... Is there anything else? Okay. Oh, no, I'm taking the buffer. There we go. Hey, John. I finally experienced Ace Attorney Case 1-5. What's the reason you have Damon Gant as your sub-image? Damon Gant is one of my favorite villains of Ace Attorney. I love the clapping animation because I think it goes well with the follow indications and subs. And I also love Damon Gant's theme. Let me see, transmission. One of these days we need to get the fastest version of the clap isolated as a gift. Yeah, it's like if what would be the context of having the really fast clap though, I wonder? Or maybe Maybe what I should do is change the regular clap to following and the fast clap for subs. If the hype train goes to level 5, yeah, can you do that? Or maybe dollar donations? Yeah, I guess dollar donations will probably be the thing to do it. But I don't have dollar donations anymore for Twitch, and I don't think I ever will, because I'm fine with just the subs and bits. It's fine. Did I? Yeah, hold on. I equipped the gloves again, didn't I? Yeah, because I upgraded the gear. This is fun, isn't it? This is really fucking fun. This is great. Absolutely fun. Fantastic. Transmission. Right. All right, so let me click on this right here. Innovation. This shouldn't take more than, I think, 2 touches. Yeah. When you see a fruit fly and you're trying to kill it with your hands. I mean, I was trying to kill the fruit fly 2 days ago on stream, and I don't think I got it. Man, I say fruit flies are the worst fucking thing, man. I swear to Christ. Especially in the winter when they're all trying to like migrate inside the house because they're trying to stay warm, and they fucking multiply and spread. And you're trying to get like rid of every open food source imaginable so they can't live anywhere, but like there's always one that you miss. I am not at all excited for the Game Awards, Brandon. I know you got the Kappa emotes there, but man, like. Because, like, let's put it this way. I'm looking forward to reacting to it tonight, live streaming it, because that's fun. Like, I get to have fun with friends, and I get to see your reactions to it as well. But the actual awards themselves, I just don't give a fuck about. I don't. I really don't. Let us do Starboard Wing. Star Nord. What the fuck? I can't spell today. Starboard Wing components as a goldsmith. Ooh, excuse me. There is a Steam Deck giveaway on Steam.tv, and that's all I care about. Yeah, I mean, whatever. Good luck to all those who participate in it. I'll sleep through them and see what they announce when I wake up tomorrow. God, I wish that were me. I mean, nothing stopping me from just, not reacting to them, I guess so. But it's like... But where's the fun and money in that? All right, just one more. Steam Deck's pretty nice. It'd be a great prize. Yeah. Saying as an owner of one myself, it's really nice. Nothing will top Joker for Smash in the Game Awards, and no one even bothered to watch it then. It's annoying because I feel like a show where various games get recognized for the quality should be good, but all they focus is on the big blockbusters and small stuff like Kirby gets shafted to family games. Well, again, I think at this point, it being called the Game Awards is a misnomer, because that's not the reason why anybody even tunes into these things anymore. Okay, I don't want to overgeneralize, right? Because for as far as I know, there's likely a sizable audience that does watch this stream for the reward ceremony and shit like that. But that is clearly not what they care about. They are pushing ads. They are pushing the reason why they draw you in is not because of the prestige of the reward itself. It's because of potential announcements for games that might be coming soon or next year, and not the reward itself. You think about, to compare it to other awards, think about the Grammys, think about Emmys, think about the Oscars, Tonys, all that sort of thing. Do any of those reward ceremonies pull you in with potential announcements of new movies or new songs or new television shows coming out? I don't think they do. I think the Game Awards are the only exception where it's like, we could have potential new announcements, and look, there just happens to be a reward ceremony while we're doing it, right? Yeah, it's like a very formal E3. I say formal, but there's a lot of Dorito and Mountain Dew shit too there too. Doritos are formal food. You just give me the image of Jeff with the Doritos and Mountain Dew, but like, see, Photoshop a tuxedo in front of him. It's like, it's very formal, very formal. You guys wouldn't understand. I'm going to keep those gloves on because I need them anyway. Anyway, that's one set of quests done. Who else is next? I think you're next. Okay, this is where we need to fish. These quests are always in Kurthus. Because the Ixal tribes make you also go all across the board too. Well, not all across the board, because Kurthus is literally, I think, directly south of us or north. It's to the west, actually. Get you some rainbow trout. No, we're actually getting a Saint Carp. And you have to fish for this. You cannot get this off the market board because this fish is only available during this quest. Oh, nice waterfall. That's really nice. You know, sometimes, you know, being able to fly in a Realm Reborn area is really just bring out the detail of things you never really noticed. Can I stop here? Can I, like, get off here? I cannot. So this is an area that you're not supposed to walk on. Imagine if I could. This would be a nice little meditation spot. Are there secrets behind the waterfall, considering it's a Realm Reborn in an area where you weren't originally meant to fly in the first place? So I'm going to say no. Yeah, that carp was a saint. Yeah. So thankfully, we do not have to worry about frostbite. We can literally just... where the hell's my fisher? There it is. Excellent. Alright, we're looking for a Saint Carp. Make sure we're using the right bait. Moth Pupa is the bait you want for these. That's why I got them. Turn a little green light. And we're looking for 2 exclamation points, because that's the... I think that's the rate of the fish. I mean, we're going to fish up no matter what we pick up. Just for the experience, but still. Oh, is this going to be first try? First try, Saint Carp? Excellent. Don't have to waste time. Alright, so we got our Saint Carp. Excellent. Alright, now we are going to obtain a Bias Claw from the Biased. I think it's directly west of here. This thing right here. Got a little quest marker above its head. So you know it's the right one. I was actually really fortunate RNG because yesterday that took a bit. First try Saint Carp Pog. And it wasn't even the Pog Shark. We are the warrior of light. We are immune to logical conclusion. No, because I think of Endwalker when you're rummaging through the Garlemald scraps. And it's actually a really funny instance too. It's like you're rummaging through this pool of shit. I think you're looking for like a battery or some other thing, and you're like it's like you find the item that you need. It's like da 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 da, and then you kneel over because you are fucking freezing. I don't want to go to you just yet. Oh, do I? Oh yeah. Well, I actually got to go through all 3. Yeah, this dude gives you all the damn quests that you need for this. Let me switch back to Goldsmith. And put this back on. Oh, I one of these work where I have to also go back to the tower as well. One. It's a long way to... yep, I have to go back to the top now. Shit. Can there be fucking easy? I'm going to craft these items anyway while I'm here, because I might as well. Instrument panel component. Goldsmithing. Here we go. Good morning, Ray. I'm doing the Ixal tribal quests. Isn't that fucking exciting? It's amazing. Look at this. Watch them get hit a button. Bam. So fucking good at this game, man. Alright, now we gotta synthesize cockpit exterior. Exterior component, right? Cockpit exterior should be enough. Shut up in the thing. There we go. And they have to be high quality because the symbol next to the item itself has that. That's the high quality symbol. Seeing ARR Kurthus, I'm still a little salty that Wipe Room Front doesn't have an Aetheryte, but only slightly. Yeah. I mean, what are the 2 major areas I think everybody can agree needs more Aetherites? I think I think Kurthus here needs an Aetheryte at White Brim, and I think the Dravanian Forelands needs a fucking Aetheryte. I think they explained there's an in-story reason why there can't be one for now at the very least, but man, you have to you can only teleport to like Idleshire or Iltshire, however it's pronounced, and you have to manually go to the places yourself. It's like, fuck me, dude. Oz's Law also only has one Aetheryte. Yeah, that's yeah. I'm sorry, Hinterlands. Thank you, Tara. I appreciate it. I get those two confused all the damn time. The Floating Islands has two Aetherytes on the same side of the huge map. I was like, guys. All right, now we have to go. We have to do an additional step for this other quest because it can never be simple. And this is easy. We just go to the top here. And just go down. That's like literally that fast. There we go. I'd imagine before you had flying, you always have to start from the bottom and then work your way all the way up. And then you go to the top and just jump down because whatever. You can't die from fall damage unless you're in battle. Hi, I did that one step that you needed. Here's your items, and now I can craft like I did the other ones. My god. Aerodynamo components. Dynamo. Oh, shit. There we go. Yeah, but thanks for the bits. Much appreciated. For the next Mario Kart sub night, we should do Baby Park all triple shells or blue shell games and watch it all burn. Oh my god, I saw something that Pat, posted on Twitter a couple of days ago where it was just all blue shells enabled and it was absolute fucking chaos. So of course, yes, I would agree that whenever we decide to do Mario Kart 8 again for a sub night, we will absolutely do that. And I would say, I mean, Baby Park is probably the most logical choice, but it doesn't even have to be Baby Park in my opinion. Like every stage becomes utter mayhem when you just have nothing but blue shells enabled. I'm not gonna waste a teleport. I'm actually gonna go manually fly over there because it's literally like right down the street. I was talking with that, if the 200cc stars only would be insane. Holy shit. Well, at that point, if it's 200cc stars only, so nobody can hurt each other, right? At that point, isn't it just like playing without items at all? Because if everybody's invincible, is anybody truly is? Bring back the Wii Thundercloud. How about we don't? Yeah, but you need to take some courses at not Mach 17. Yeah, but at that point, it just becomes a skill-related game. Terramax, thank you for the gift bomb. Much appreciated to 3 folks. One of them being Kevin. So, Kevin, you should be appreciative. Thank Tara now. Do it. All right. Hi. I got your items. I fished it myself. Yeah, if we don't get to level 50 by the end of all this shit, we are just going to do the rest in Levs until we get to 50, because I want to start working on the other crafters. Our next quest, though, is available. So we are going to do that first, because after we do this quest, the next tier of Ixols will be ready, and they will have higher turn-ins. I think it's him that's next. Duzal Mian the Steady? Whatever. We're not going to be paying attention to the story, though, because we're already, like, fucking 45 levels in. And, I already watched most of the story with Joan. Not too long ago, actually. We shall accept 200cc and stars on F0 tracks. When you put it that way, I guess it's not bad. I don't think I've done a single tribal quest on my older current character. You should. Like, it's a... I mean, obviously it's something you can't grind because you're limited to the amount of allowances you're allowed for per day. But you get access to some really cool glamour pieces, some emotes, which I think is the reason why you do it in the first place. And you also get to do some allied beast tribe quests, and I think those are, I think the storylines of every like tribal quest is actually pretty good. Did you know that Twitch sometimes pings your phone for gift subs even when you're not here? Like, you what? Wow, I'm anxious about like they make you talk to Geralt first before you even do anything with the relic quests, assuming you're doing Ixtals immediately. Because this guy will become way more relevant later when we start doing the relic quest line. The guy's like the best blacksmith in all of Eorzea, if not the world. Alright, what can I make? Synthesize helm components. Thankfully they give us the item right now. Do I need to have the item equipped? I think I do. Yes, I do. For some reason. I got a notification yesterday. Blank gifted you tier 1 sub to Rayzander. I didn't even click on his stream once yesterday. I eat shit right. Neat. Who's this asshole again? Finally. John streaming Minecraft. Nah, never again. Just not interested. Yeah, 14 build mode. Yeah, literally just crafting shit for quest lines. This is Goldsmith. They work with a tiny ass hammer. Because they prioritize accessories and jewelry and other shit. I'm pretty sure they can also make clocks. Or whatever the fuck Goldsmith do. I don't know. It's also like the only times I'll manually do crafting myself because it's actually... Crafting is really easy. Like, it's a really simple process to understand, like, what you're shooting for and what you want your end result to be. But because there's a lot of steps of the process, a lot of similar steps, it's never difficult, but it is tedious. Which is why when I'm doing endgame crafting and shit like that, I just rely on macros that do it for me. Yeah, the appeal of being able to make your own equipment is one thing, because you can also just make it high quality, which means it'll be better than standard stuff that you can buy at a shop. But you can also, like, sell that shit on the market board. You know, because one thing I will do on my downtime, with Jean specifically, is that I will make high quality gear for a Realm Reborn areas and sell on the market board at a reduced price, and it always sells. You know, and I'm always making a profit. Because people are always going to need a Realm Reborn gear. Even though, like getting gear for a Realm Reborn is not at all hard. On the accessories, it's a different story. Because accessories in a Realm Reborn up until the end of 2.0 are so fucking scattered. Like, it's all over the place. So I will prioritize making a Realm Reborn accessories on the right side for newbies and sell them at a reasonable price. And it's a good profit. I also just feel it's a nice thing to do, you know, looking out for newbies and shit like that. I just hope they know to look at the market board. Am I planning on streaming the other expansions as well, or just ARR content? No, I'm planning on doing everything, Tara. I'm planning on doing everything with this character, and I mean everything. So all the major story stuff, side content, so Palace of the Dead, Heaven on High, all the raids, and... you know, Eureka, Baja. Baja should be funny because I doubt Baja's still alive. You know, but yeah, this is gonna be an all-encompassing Final Fantasy XIV adventure with this character. I'm looking to make Romani like my next major character outside of Jean, and because I have Valerie, like my Femro alt, but I'm using her to re-experience the story at my own time. And I'm not really doing anything with her in terms of, like, content. Oh, I didn't even get to talk to them. Oh, right, I think this is, like, when they start getting raided by the other guys. Or they get raided by the humans or some other shit like that. They don't do this often. Like, they don't make you just go through a quest without actually... Uh-oh. Actually, I'm curious. How far have you been planning the stream recording setup for the 14 review saga? I assume this was for that. No, it's not. This is just a separate live stream series, Kevin. I'm going to like make reference to it when I'm making the video and that sort of thing. But no, when I get to making the video proper for it, it's going to be with an entirely different character. Because my my mentality for reviewing is way different than I do for live streams. And I need to be able to like put all of my attention on it without getting distracted. Wow, Romani the vlogger. How many characters is this guy gonna make? God damn. I really like this game. How intense is this review gonna be? Well, I'm looking at every like expansion. Like I'm looking at the base game and the expansions. When it comes to like doing all of the side content and shit, right? For the review's sake, I'm not gonna be doing everything, but I'm gonna be doing a lot. Like the 14 project is gonna be probably my most ambitious project to date, just because of just how large and encompassing it's gonna be. The first 10-hour review, no. I mean, a Realm Reborn, like, that video is not going to be short. The first 10-hour review, get fucked Final Fantasy VII. You mean 6, because my Final Fantasy VI review was the longest Final Fantasy review of the series that I did. Because I think 7 was only like 53 minutes long. 6 was an hour and 6 or 7 minutes, something like that. So Coming Johnny versus video essays, they might as well be. Like the 14 series of videos are going to be huge. What's Romani's voice claim? As in, what does Romani sound like? Romani sounds pretty high pitch, actually. What should I use? I really wish I didn't have these fucking gloves on, though. The laugh you'll definitely recognize, because you hear this in, like, NPCs and shit. No, I think it's joy, actually. No, not... what the hell is it? Is it cheer? Which one am I thinking of? Or is it congratulate? No, I don't know which one it is. I am so lost. There's clutch. There's angry. Oh wait, there's also just happy. Yeah. That is the Lalafell laugh you will hear when there's just a whole bunch of NPCs at a city-state. Earthworm Ice, thank you very much for the tier 2 for 40 months. I really hope we get a What Happened episode of Yuji Naka's entire career. You know Matt McMuscles is on that shit. Like, you know he's gonna do it. He absolutely will do it. Oh, that one. That's always in... It's in every city-state, I think, actually, Celeste. Alright, so believe it or not, we still have like 5 other fucking quests to go for these things, but we're gonna do 3 of them here. To complete this quest, you would need to change your class to just another fucking fishing quest, dude. Are these in Mordona? Yeah, these are in Mordona. Okay. So thoughts on the apparent possibility that David Hayter will be voicing Wolverine in the upcoming Wolverine game? I say this because it seems Hayter's Twitter account seemed to have alluded to him being involved in the game in some way. I mean, cool. I mean, if that's true, then that's cool. That's pretty dope. Really got nothing else to say about that. You know? So no voice actor gonna voice act. Alright, we need to go to Revenant's Toll. I think he was publicly asking to do it as far back as last year. Yeah, I mean, if he wants it and he got it, and that's really cool. I don't even know when the fuck that Wolverine game's coming out. How's it going? Fire Breeder. Oh, you give me all three of them. Holy shit. Uh, 2024 or beyond. I doubt it's before the next Ratchet, says Kevin. Okay. Speak with the suspicion. We're going to switch back to a battle class. And then we have to catch Tangle Skippers here. But we're going to do the battle quest first. Hello, suspicious Kurthan. I may be able to tell you're suspicious just because of looking at you. I think that might be racial profiling. Well, no, it's not racial profiling. Because I'm not judging you based off of your race. I'm judging you based off just looking at you. I think that's just profiling in general. What the hell is that called? What's your favorite tribe quest in Lion? Mine's Fairies and Shadowbringers. It was the first time I went out my way to do the Beast Tribe quest, and I was instantly hooked. Some of my favorites, I love the Namazu. I like the Dwarves. All the crafter quests, basically. Any crafter stories, I think, are the best ones in terms of tribe quests. As of recent ones, I didn't mind the fuck are the elephants' names in Razadhan. I forgot the name of their species. The Omicrons were really good. The most recent ones were really good. And I'm looking forward to the Lobrits in 6.3. But generally, I tend to really like the crafting gathering tribe quests. The Arcasadora, I'm butchering the fuck out of that. Dwarves because we built our own tank, fucking real. While drunk. Likely. Maybe. Look at this. You know what's funny? Because this is like a unique weather that Mordona gets. It's called gloom. And for some reason, I'm reminded of like the gelatin goop from Ghostbusters 2 that surrounded the museum. There's always room for Jello. All right, let's do tanks for nothing. Retrieve a loop of Garlean fiber number 3 from Castrum's Sentry. Da, 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 da. Well, this box is positively glowing. Bisexual weather. I'm personally more hyped for Spider-Man 2 and the Insomniac Doctor Strange game that's coming out. Well, Spider-Man 2 I'm excited for because I really enjoyed the first game. And Miles Morales. Honestly, if they just expand upon Miles Morales formula, then I think we have a winner on our hands. Just make it more stable. Has the Miles Morales gun gotten any more stable since the last time I looked at it? Like since I reviewed it or some other shit? All right, we need to fish. All right, so this is actually kind of dangerous because there are marbles here, and my fisher is only at level 4, I think. So I think for the sake of safety, we're gonna kill one of these guys. Then I'm just gonna go fish over here. Hopefully it doesn't spawn on top of me, which has happened before. But I think I have, no, because my fisher is so low level that even stealth wouldn't work. Oh, well, here's hoping I don't die. We're looking for Tangle Skippers. I don't know if it's a 1 exclamation or a 2 exclamation. I probably want to say it's a 2 exclamation, like the St. Carps. No, that's a bone crayfish. That's not what we want. Let me quit my thing for a second and see if I can... No! 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 What spawned on top of me? What? 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 What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? Oh, okay, no, it's over there. It's over there. Oh, I got scared for a second there because I thought I was going to die. I'm trying to get into fishing. Any tips? You cast your line and you wait. That's it. Fishing is very fucking... If you're just talking about leveling up your fisher, fishing is so brain dead. You literally go to a fishing spot, you cast your line, you catch fish. That is it. I am floating above this rock. That's another bone crayfish. Oh wait, shit, I should be using a versatile bait. I'm probably using the wrong bait. I need to know the bait of Tangle Skippers. Does anybody know that off the top of their head? I might have to get a versatile bait. I'll use a lugworm first. Because otherwise I might have to get a versatile lure. Because that's kind of like a catch-all for regular fish. Is it also moth pupa as well? Nothing bites. The bait you're using may not be suited to this location. Okay, so it's not lugworm. Let's use moth pupa. At least moth pupa gave me something. Oh boy. That Marlboro looking awfully close. Please don't turn around. Wildfowl fly, crayfish ball, moth pupa, sinking minute. All right, so I can use the rod the bait I'm using now. It's just that I gotta be lucky, I guess. He's looking kind of thick, though. Yeah, I know, but I'm also incredibly tiny. Oh boy. This is dangerous because I don't have stealth on. And, well, I mean, it doesn't matter because my level is so low that stealth wouldn't apply. Oh, that's 2. This might be it. Hey, Tangle Skipper. Excellent. Just need one more. Please don't turn around and look this way. Living on the edge. You can't stop this fish from biting. Living on the edge. That's 2 exclamation points. This might be it. Hey, okay, we got it. Let's get the fuck out of here. Two in a row. Thank you for the bits there. Elliot's playing I Am Jesus Christ. That's right. Elliot was telling me about this game because I was recording the last of the Tropical Freeze footage that I needed for my video last night in my personal Discord, and we ended up going for a while. But Elliot brought mention to, I think, the Jesus Christ game. I don't remember if it was Elliot or if it was Jason. But either way, the game was brought up, and I was made aware of it. I don't remember all the details, though. I think you just played Jesus Christ. Hey, Sky Parafina, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Much appreciate it. Though why they still not giving us a tackle box for our bait yet still baffles me. I mean, you technically do. It's a separate inventory. Okay, I mean, all right, so... I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Because, no, the bait is in your regular inventory, but you have to open up your box in order to access it. But it's in your own inventory. Yeah, I'd assume so. Yeah, that's pretty annoying. Like, make a separate inventory for bait, like a Chocobo saddlebag sort of shit. Because it's kind of annoying having to carry your own bait. Like, inside the inventory specifically, not in a dedicated tackle box. Alright, let's make those items, because we have the things we need now. Make sure you equip the proper gloves, because you need these gloves on order to make the recipe. Again, they will fix this for later expansions. Steering mechanism. Just gonna put steering mech. That should be enough. Hi, Jason. I had to look at the Discord to see if that was either Jason or Trev. It's Jason.
The champ is here.
Yeah. And his name is TOS.
Not Sonic. His name is not Sonic.
I thought tab broke. Are you going to live stream Scarlet and Violet, or are you just going to make a review of the game? I feel like it's a really good stream game. I have no interest to play Scarlet and Violet anytime soon, or If What a Nice. Outside of the game's like visual hiccups, I hear that it's one of the best Pokemon games in recent years. That's great. But I personally don't have any interest in it right now. Cerulean Tank.
No, if I was trying to DMCA your stream, I would have just gone like...
That's all it takes. That's fucking Nintendo's Megalovania.
Fuck you, Nintendo fans. Buy our game.
When's the last time they made a mystery dungeon game, SGM? I need to make two components.
That's a loaded question.
Why?
A Pokemon mystery dungeon game or just a mystery dungeon game?
Pokemon mystery dungeon. Well, okay, yeah. No. Maybe SGM didn't specify, so maybe it is Pokemon? I'm not sure. I'm going to assume Pokemon, because we brought up Pokemon earlier.
I mean, there was a remake on the Switch a few years ago.
Was there? Okay.
Like 2019, 2020.
Right.
It wasn't that great because the fucking look of it was horrible.
Pokemon game looking like trash. You don't say.
Well, the sprite-based ones were okay.
Yeah. But like over the recent years, I feel that's that's like the one consistent complaint with Pokemon games, that they all look visually like shit.
Yeah. Like, let me see if I can find a screenshot. The game was trying to go for like a almost like a 100-acre woods sort of water paint aesthetic. Here, posted in the Discord.
Cool. Thank you for the tier 1 for 25 months. Hey, John, been having a tough first semester in med school, so thanks for making these streams. Gives me some much needed escape from the pile of books. Well, best of luck with your studies. Med school, that cannot be easy. Also, from what I understand, it's also very expensive. But yeah, if I'm able to supply some good times and chill vibes, I'm more than happy to deliver. And best of luck with your studies. Let me take a look at this game though. I think. Oh, okay. I have seen this game before. Yeah, these visuals aren't bad. It is essentially
in motion.
It is yeah in motion. I'd imagine so. But what they did is essentially just put a glorified filter over the base 3D models. And that's it. I mean, it works though. I don't think it's bad looking.
At this point, Pokemon would be best off emulating the Octopath art style for the future if they can't handle their current 3D workload. I don't know. Personally, I don't like the HD 2D look.
I mean, I do, but I don't think Pokemon necessarily needs to go back to sprites to be successful. I think they just need more fucking time to work on the visuals. That's it. I literally think that's the only thing they need to work. They just need more fucking time. You got to give the devs more time. Just to work on the visuals. That's it. I think you are the second last one. Yeah, you're 24. And how much do you give? You're 20, so you're the first one. So I'm going to do you first. All right. Thankfully, we only have 2 of these left. We're almost done. Oh fuck! And you can't do this every day if you want to max these guys out. And thankfully, I am almost done maxing these guys out. I think. Well, no, because when do these guys stop? I'm at respected now, so the next level will be honored, and then oh no, because there's honored, and then there's sworn, and there's blood sworn. So I am still nowhere near done yet. But the thing about the Ixal tribal quests is that they give you so many fucking quests for these guys, and it all builds reputation. So if you're doing nothing but Ixal tribal quests like daily, you'll max these guys out in about, I want to say 2 weeks if you're consistent.
Okay, yeah. Someone saying the HD2D art is a mixed bag IMO. I like DQ3 and LAL's use of it, but Octopath is ish.
Right,
Octopath feels like
really good. I think Octopath looks really good.
For me, Octopath looks like it is a pixel version of Nintendo hired this man.
I wouldn't go that far.
So much bloom.
Yeah.
Put a blur effect on everything.
Everything's made on the base Unreal Engine.
Particles everywhere.
The same grassy knolls. Shit like that. Yeah. Right out of a fucking Elder Scrolls game. We need to go to... Wait.
The Sonic Omens of Final Fantasy.
Consider this man hired. We're going to travel south to the Central Shroud to initiate it because I don't want to teleport anymore. I'm tired of teleporting, Dad. I honestly love if they had a traditional 2D look as an option. The problem is that you'd have to essentially make the game twice. One that doesn't have 3D models and one that is just all sprite based. And I don't think anybody would have the time or resources to do that.
It depends.
What do you think?
I mean, you may be able to make an engine where the 3D models overlay on top of the 2D assets.
Right. What is the, like Dragon Quest 11? Oh, Dragon Quest did. Yeah. Oh, did Dragon Quest do that? It allows you to have a 3D and 2D game? Mm-hmm. Essentially?
You get to switch between the two.
That was Dragon Quest 11S. That was the re-release, right?
Yeah.
So it wasn't part of the base game for one thing, and it was only a part of the re-release. So my point is, they wouldn't be able to feasibly do it unless they had a lot of time dedicated to it.
Okay, counterpoint. Breath of the Wild's development build.
I don't know what that means.
Remember, in like the early days, of like 2015, 2016 E3,
right?
They couldn't show off too much Breath of the Wild footage.
Sure.
But what they did show off is their development tools. And so part of their development tools was, okay, it can be a little challenging to try to figure out things in 3D. So they map the 3D controls, so you're still controlling the 3D character, but then there's a 2D map overlaid on top. Okay. So it looks like a top-down Zelda, but you can interact with it in the same way you would for 3D and shit. And that's how they figured out how to really work with the like with the Sheikah Slate tools.
I don't doubt it can be done. I also think the amount of time, resources, and funds for the game is also a big part of it. Nintendo doing it is not surprising to me because it's Nintendo. Like, they fucking sleep in money. But I think within reasonability and enough time, it can be done. But you can't do it lickety-split. Yeah, that game took 6 years to make and also needed Monolith to make that game possible, Kevin retorts. So I would think that I'm not against it, but it's not something that can easily be done within a reasonable time frame. Anyway, it would take a lot of time because again, you are essentially making the game twice.
Celeste, why?
I have 12,405 cocos from fishing. The numbers are so why are you trying to? No, because Celeste earlier was trying to say that they were trying to see how many coco. Are you trying to max out the coco cap? Is that what you're doing,
trying
Celeste?
To do a Stack Overflow?
Yeah. You just become a Coco. Like, we found the secret Coco ending. We need to put these fucking gloves on, man. Oh my god, this is so tedious. Alright, engine casing. Just to give you guys an idea of what the crafting life is like when you're trying to do fucking tribal quests, you know? If you're doing levs, it's not this bad normally because levs are really easy. All you gotta just do is turn your item in and you can just buy shit from the market board if you want to save some time. Alright, let me do this. Actually, I don't even know why I did this because this is a level 3 craft. Yeah, that was enough to max it out. Macro simulator for me, baby.
Chat. If you've got a ray tracing capable GPU, and by that I mean pretty much just an NVIDIA GPU from the last 4 years, and and you don't have Portal, well, Portal is $1 right now, and there is a ray tracing update.
Oh, was that the thing you were talking about? Was it what was the full name of it?
Portal RTX.
Portal RTX. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. If you purchase Portal now for $1, you get the Portal RTX for free.
And how significant is the difference? Are we talking?
It's a very big fucking difference.
Can you post a comparison image for on the Discord and for chat just to get an idea? No, put it on Discord so I can put it on the stream, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'll bring the racism slider back. No, I'm kidding.
Sorry, that's only Intel GPUs.
It's basically a remaster, says Lucid.
Using some mod tools that NVIDIA's developing.
Hard. This guy's always got a fucking raging stiffy. Oh, do I still have the normal quality shit that I made? Because that's the case, I can just throw them out. I think, anyway. Where are they? Drought. Yeah. I don't need these. I'm going to throw them out. Alright, so we went from level 41 to 47 in the span of an hour and a half, using nothing but Grand Company turn-ins and the Ixal tribal quests. Which means we are so... Well, let's go do the 45 goldsmith quest. That should bring us to level 48, and then we can just use levels to get reach 50. And then wrap it up for a goldsmith. Because I'm only leveling my crafters till 50 to make it cap for a Realm Reborn. I want to make it a slow, methodical process. And the award goes to Last of Us Part 2. Wait, that's not right. God of War 2018. How's it going, Shay? Thanks for the tier 1, dude. Holy shit. Okay, hold on. Let me save these images so I can post them on the Twitch stream. Save. Then save this. I forgot my fucking eBay search history was also here too. That I posted on my Twitter.
Small soldiers.
The small soldiers and the Tobey Maguire head. It was the Tobey Maguire head. So for context, I finally found out why these were in my recommendations, because I think a couple of months ago, or it might have been last year, Elliot was showing me these products on eBay. About like these figures that were based off of like Spider-Man. I think there was one that looked like Chris Redfield from Resident Evil 5 and Beyond. And I was logged into my eBay account when I was looking at those, so they're in my search history. And we were also talking about small soldiers, and I think I might remember the context for that because we were talking. So Elliot and I used to watch Small Soldiers all the fucking time growing up. And Elliot loved it so much that he had an Archer figure just like that. The one on the left specifically. Because one night, a friend of my father's was visiting us, and his son had an Archer figure that Elliot got to play with for a bit. Once that kid left with the figure, Elliot cried his fucking ass off, and he would not stop. So Steve made an emergency trip to Toys R Us to get him an Archer figure like that, and that was funny because like this kid just cost me fucking $29.99 because he wouldn't stop crying. All right, let me remove him. All right, so this is the Portal RTX difference. This is one of them, and this is another one. Where'd the fuck the other image go? The other image just disappeared. Where'd it go? It just fucking disappeared. It just vanished off the face of the earth. It's not even showing up on the screen. Anyway, okay, we'll just use one then. So this is with RTX on. And I mean, the button is, I mean, it's not even ray tracing at this point. I mean, the graphics on the button are also just completely fucking different. Like the textures and shit.
Yeah, so the way that it works is that, you know, the game runs in DirectX or Direct 3D or whatever.
Sure.
And it does a system called to draw to the screen, to draw assets to the screen. Well, it captures that that request to draw to the screen, recreates it entirely, and then maps out specific assets for like each texture and shit.
Interesting. Is this still at 60 FPS?
Yeah.
Damn.
And then you're able to mod on top of it to change textures, to change lighting materials, things like that.
Okay.
And it's really cool that you're able to do all this shit in real time.
That's really nice. Okay. You need a certain graphics card to run this though, right?
Yeah.
What do you need? Like baseline?
I mean, you would pretty much need anything that's like a you can use anything that runs on like a 20 series and higher.
It's saying RTX cards, essentially.
Yeah. RTX cards is what you should go for.
Yeah.
You can use AMD's cards, but we don't.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't.
AMD's just really bad with ray tracing performance. They're really good with like rasterization, so just regular rendering, but ray tracing performance is absolutely horrible.
Oh man, I forgot like the final quest lines for crafting in Realm Reborn requires you to make like 3 fucking items. All right, so let's get started.
And I can't say AMD is the absolute worst now because Intel's now in the space and they fell flat in their face for their first product.
Electric circle amber. Let's see if I can just buy one off the market board. 14K is not terrible. We also need one for Spinel. That's 18K. And how about Zircon? Okay.
Intel Arc is really fucking bad,
we're
Jess.
We're gonna make these ourselves.
Between the hardware itself and the software, it's just really fucking bad. If anyone has a NVIDIA GPU and you're familiar with NVIDIA control panel, okay, imagine that, except instead of an application that opens up where you can, toggle all your settings and shit, it's an overlay.
369.
A see-through overlay. So you can still see things underneath it, and that can kind of obstruct the text. And then you can also click on things that are behind the overlay. And for some people, the overlay will error out entirely. And then an error box gets attached to your mouse cursor. And you can't get rid of it. Because if you do, it'll just pop up another fucking error message to grab on your mouse cursor. It's really stupid.
And Zircon. Can I just buy one? I just want one. I don't want 47.
Arc Single Niche is a cheap GPU for recording / stream PCs, and even that will be outpaced soon. It's already outpaced because a lot of people are having rendering issues with just recording and streaming on Arc. And that's something that your CPU can do for you at this point.
I'll buy 20 of these monitor. It's cheap. There you go. 100 deep. This is miraculously too. Me with 2050K gil and both sides by comparison. Like most of the gil that I had with this character was given to my main character because my main character has like 64 million gil. Because I'm a fucking crafting and gil hoarding fiend for Jean. All right, we're going to make our own.
No VR support yet. Not officially anyway, or not publicly. Some people have access to some alpha drivers for Intel Arc for VR support, but again, it's alpha drivers, so really, really fucking early. You pretty much have to know the engineers in order to get access to it.
Okay, 100%.
And it's amazing that Arc is doing so poorly, because you got YouTubers like Linus Tech Tips, where they're doing a 30-day Arc challenge. So they replaced their GPUs. They replaced their GPUs with Arc GPUs on their personal rigs, and they have to use them for 30 days. And they've been streaming with them, and it's been so bad that the engineers have been reaching out to them each day.
You're making us look bad.
Hey, can you send us the log for this? Hey, we're gonna send you an alpha driver.
Stop! How's it going, part-time Ace?
Like, holy shit, man! It's been so sad.
When you have the free trial, you start to get creative with a 300k guild cap. Hey, man, fucking limitation sparks innovation and creation. So I would say go for it.
I mean, they get $5,000 from Intel on a monthly basis to upgrade rigs, so they had the long-standing relationship.
Jesus Christ. I didn't need to do this, but whatever. Better safe than sorry.
What, the 5,000?
No, not the, no. I'm talking about the item I'm making.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, kind of achievement. All right, I think we're good. Let's go turn these in. Now, the benefit of making the item yourself, especially if it's high quality, is that you do get experience for that. More so if it's high quality. So sometimes if you can't buy it on the market board for cheap, which is what I was trying to do initially, just make it yourself. More often than not, the amount you spent on the fucking the items itself to make the item will be cheaper than having to buy the thing wholesale. It's like the difference between buying a pre-made computer and building it yourself, essentially.
Yeah. Oh, and also, no namer. If you think them getting 5,000 from Intel on a monthly basis to just upgrade LTT employees' rigs, that's not really much, because that's literally just the sponsor money.
How's it going, Zero?
And that's not all of the sponsor money. So you have to consider that they're probably getting like $10,000 for each sponsor spot they do for Intel.
So I have to ask if anybody does not safe for work mods for 14. If if you fucking penis or cock mods, since these mannequins are using baseline bodies, do these things would just have their cocks out too? For science.
Giant bulges.
No, don't ask me how I know that. Excellent reminder, but I told you had to make cock rings. What's going on, Robert? In a fucking game like this, everyone's got these really exotic names. You're just Bob. And then we got to take these to this guy from near the Adventure Aetherite, I think. The Adventurous Guild Aetherite.
Do we ever see mannequins for Lalos or other races?
Yeah.
Someone asks.
Yeah, there are mannequins for every race in the game. Yeah, I know I always say there's room for a Bob, but it's more like Bob from my party. Not like regular ass NPC Bob. The absolutely elusive Bob. This should bring us to level 48. Then after that, we'll just do lev turn-ins for the rest, and then we'll be back in time for supper. No, actually. It's 5:30, right? So we got about 2 hours for the Game Awards start.
Yeah. And just enough time for my moonshine to get cold.
No, because the small closed body item default used when you unequip leg slot is what gets replaced with the dick. Again, do not ask me how I know this. I just happen to be knowledgeable on certain things. Oh, that's an upgrade to our... Right. Excellent. All right, and we are level 48, and we're also almost halfway through level 48. All right, so now we can do the thing that really gets our crafters up and running. Lev quests. And we're level 48, so Mordona, I think, is where we need to go. I think we only gotta do like 2. So why don't we go to other, right? There we go. Hey, how's it going, Arthur? I saw your greeting in the chat. Sorry. What is moonshine and why is it illegal? Says Wordy. Isn't it depending on the state?
It's not illegal.
Yeah, no, it depends on the, isn't that depending on the state?
I mean,
or are we talking about... Yeah, I was going to say, it depends on the state, and also I don't think we're living in the Prohibition era anymore. So...
And I mean, it's not necessarily what you think. Moonshine that is made without like a license is illegal. But if you have a license, no, it's not illegal.
It's illegal to sell at certain times of the day in a lot of locations. That's really weird. Why certain times of the day? Because it's called moonshine?
Well, no, you don't want to encourage day drinking.
You have to sell it during the full moon. Otherwise, it's illegal. See that? So these are the main means, like the most preferable means of leveling up your crafter. These are lev quests. So you go to these guys, you see the little card above their head. Anyone that says like lev met or lev meet, whatever how you pronounce it, and you can accept levs from all things, like all your battle quests. Although you should never use battlecraft levs because they're never really good. But for leveling up your gatherers, like your miner and your botanist and your fisher, and your crafters, you want to be using these guys a bunch because the experience gains you get from these are insane. And they're really simple. You accept the quests for crafters, and then you just give them what they want. In this case, they want an electrum needle, an amber choker, and an amber ring. So what we're going to do is we're going to head back to the market board, see if we can buy these items for cheap. If not, then we're going to make them ourselves and then turn them in. It is as easy as that. So are these guys in post-MSQ areas? These guys are everywhere. Levs are everywhere, Blue Dino. You can do them now. You can do them before you even finish a Realm Reborn 2.0. Because there are levs for every 5 levels. So basically there's levels for level 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, essentially. And then Heavensward has their own levs, Stormblood, what have you. There's always levs for every expansion for every, like, almost every level, so... because you have to, in order to see the Lev quest icon Blue Down, you have to do the preliminary quests. So it's a blue exclamation point, and I think it's called like the Levs of such and such area. You have to do that quest first before you unlock Levs for that area. Unfortunately, you're only allowed a max of 99 Levs. No, I think you're allowed 100 allowances. Wingzer. You do have a certain amount of levs that you can only do, but you cap at 100, and you refresh 6 every 12 hours or 6 hours, I'm not sure. So you'd have to go on a fucking crafting spree to use up all of your allowances. We're not saying you can't do it. I've done it before. It's just that it's you have to be doing nothing but crafting the entire fucking day, and I mean like all fucking day. All right, I'm going to look for these items. Were you saying something earlier, Jason? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, no. I mean, the only thing I was going to say is that with Moonshine, it's a very easy kind of alcohol to make, and that's the aspect that's illegal about it. But I mean, as long as you have a license, things are pretty chill.
Yeah.
And on top of that, most people who sell moonshine with a license, it doesn't have the same level of alcohol content as illegal moonshine. Because that was another big issue. Is just illegal shit typically hits harder.
Let's see how much the amber ring requires me to make amber ring. Oh, I could just make it myself. Let me do that right now then.
You mean the moon is not involved? Well,
you drink the moon, and you drink the moon, and you drink the moon, and you drink the moon. Okay, there we go. No, the moon is not made out of cheese. All right, we're gonna make this ring ourselves. Hopefully, I can make it. Actually, what am I doing? As long as you don't start the craft, you won't actually use any items. But I just want to make sure that I'm properly equipped with everything. There we go. Yeah. Now here's hoping I can actually finish this craft. Here's hoping for good procs. This should bring us to 100%. Excellent. Now we do veneration. Yeah, more than enough. Excellent. And just like that, we made ourselves our own amber ring. And now we got the items needed. The quest marks are green. All we gotta do now is go back. Remarkably simple. Levs are the best way to level up crafters. Especially if you have money to burn. Like if you want to power level your crafters and you got money to burn, just buy the shit off the market board or see if anyone's selling lev kits. Because people will do that. People will make party finders in like the other tab and make lev kits, which essentially they give you all the turn-ins you needed to complete these quests. That you just give them. You don't have to do any crafting at all. You just give them the items that they want, and your crafters will level up effortlessly. You can make some good money doing that, though. I mean, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of tedium, but the money is worth it. People are always going to want left kits and shit. All right, so we're at level 48. Let's see how many gains we get from this. All right, level 49. Oh, I wonder if one of these are like multiple turn-ins. Yeah, that was a multiple turn-in. We can talk about that later. No, complete current ore. Yeah, look at that. Now at level 50. Easy. Easy as shit. Now we can do the final goldsmith quest, which we are going to do right now. I do got to get something in my belly though before the game will start, because I might be drinking myself. not moonshine though. I don't dig moonshine. I don't think I've ever had moonshine.
It's good. You'll like it.
I don't know, because people will say you'll like bourbon. Fuck you.
Well, it's not like bourbon because bourbon burns the fuck out of you.
But the problem is that people have said that you'll like this. It's good, and I have it, and it's fucking motor oil.
Well, and that's why I say that you'll like this, because it's not a kind of alcohol that is supposed to really burn you. Yeah. That's actually kind of one of the big issues.
It'll never let you down.
Well, that's kind of one of the big issues is that, oh shit, this stuff tastes like Kool-Aid. I'm drinking it like water.
Yeah, water. Yeah, that's like the most. That's Long Island for me. Like, that's why I can drink Long Island so much, because it's like it like there's a bite to Long Island, sure, but after a while you just stop ignoring the pain.
Oh no, there's no bite.
There's no
whatsoever.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. Fucking need a black pearl ring, meld it with black pearl ring melded with Piety Materia 3? What the fuck? Do I have you in Piety Materia 3? Battle Dance. 1 second. Let me check my materia. No, I only have... Oh, okay, we gotta go to Rocket Board then. What are the odds of there being a high-quality Black Pearl ring with Piety 3 materia melded to it specifically for this quest line? We're going to find out. Black Pearl ring. Oh, looks like someone made it with the Piety 3 already equipped. We're actually just going to buy that. 16K. That's not that's chump change. I could easily make that back. Located entirely within Eorzea. Okay, so if you max out at 999 fishing tokens, you get 6,660 cocos. This will take a while. I have to ask, I know you probably legitimately answered already, Celeste, I wasn't paying attention, but why are you trying to max out the coco counter? Like, is it just for science? Like, are you trying to legit, like, underflow something? Earth, Wind, and Ice says, fuck it, I'll join the drinking with my own beer. You craft your own beer, Earth, Wind, and Ice? Like, you have a...
That's illegal.
You're supposed to wait until a full moon, idiot. In small print on the ring, it says made in Alamigo. Well, I mean, it's Old Oz. We're close. That's genuine. It'd be problematic if it said, like, made in Gollermold and some other shit. There is an unknown and I must know it. Yeah, I know, but... all this time you were thinking if you could, and you should have been thinking if you should. And the answer is yes, keep going. Yeah, that's great. Can I get my experience now? Pearl Lane. Is that anything we can get to? Yeah. Sapphire Avenue exchange. Mr. Moneybags. Hey, fucking right, man. I worked hard for this guild. It's a lot of tedium. But it's a routine. And honest to God, like, you can find so many, like, make guild fast videos on YouTube, and a lot of them always just fall on, like, farming EXs unsynced and hopefully hoping you get, like, the crafting materials that you can sell on the market board. And that's a legitimate way of making guild. I'm not going to deny that there's no value in doing that. But my philosophy is, and always will be, little and often fill the purse. It's not about the big money gets, it's about the little things, little sells, the things that are going to sell consistently. That is my motto on making money. I'm not going to see big bucks immediately, but I will eventually get the big bucks. And I've made in the course of... Okay, so let's put it this way. I started Endwalker with about 50 million gil. I spent 30 million total to get all of my crafters up to 90 and all the material that I had to buy for overmelding for the raid scene. Since then, I am now sitting at 64 million. So between the beginning of Endwalker and almost about a year later, I made about 34 million gil just doing my routine. Now, to some, that might be a little too slow, but to me, it's more than enough to take care of my needs. Small fish fill the bucket, big fish fill the hands. That depends on the fish too, though. Make money fast guide, a method that takes 3 hours to do properly. Right, I forgot that Robert, I think, was like the Jade Fox or some other shit. I don't know. This little mammoth here, the little buddy robot, is kind of an asshole. but I think they mean well. I honestly kind of forgot the story for it. Yeah, get his ass. Bite his fucking arm off. How dare you? You've gone too far. Now you get the Lala headbutt. Nice face. We're not even doing Hildebrand. Hit him with a spear! Yeah, or the Psycho Crusher. I don't really do treasure maps, and some of them sell for decent enough. It really depends on the treasure map itself. So the ones that are still going good for consistent money, assuming you are in later expansions, the Shadowbringers, the maps for Shadowbringers, I think it was like Zonarus skin or something like that. Those still sell for a pretty penny because people are still going after the mats for like the Rebel coat and the Urban coat. It's fine. It's a mammoth. They can be fixed. Stormblood ones are good too. What can be still sold from Stormblood maps that still fetch a pretty penny? Because I know like the Shadowbringers one, it's the Urban and Rebel coat, which to be fair, they're really good fucking coats. I'll show them all on the screen for a second. Because I'm thinking of making the Rebel coat, the Urban coat, my Heavensward Glam. The Golden Namazu minion? Really? What about glamour pieces? I forgot, what can you make with glamour for the Stormblood treasure maps? Good headbutt. Well, 9 out of 10 form. Let me show off the coat. The two coats. There we go. Let me see. Urban coat. So this right here, this always goes for like over $1 million because these are always like considered a really popular item. This is the Urban coat. You can get this from the materials you can get from Shadowbringers treasure maps. It's really good. There are two varieties of this. There's the Urban coat and there's the Rebel coat. If you're into belt buckles and shit like that, you'll probably like the Rebel coat more. Because the Rebel coat emphasizes a lot of belt buckles and shit. This is a really fucking good coat. I love this coat. The Thavnir Glamour sets. Okay, yeah, so I guess if you wanted to be a little more provocative with your dancers and shit like that, you can absolutely do that. Oh, hey, that's a nice coat. Fuck, that's a lot of money. Yeah, so the mats for this, I don't remember what the leather was that you need to get for this. Oh, actually, you can just find out. If you use search for this item via crafting method, right? Oh, no, wait, is it a master recipe? I don't remember if it's a master recipe. I think it might be a master recipe. But the leather the material itself that you need for the coat never goes as much as the completed item itself, but it still goes for a pretty penny. Oh, the Adventurer sweater is also in Stormblood. Really? That's a great sweater too. Yeah, this is a really good sweater. That's the color I rock for Jaune. But what would Romani look good in? Because to me, I want to make my default glamour color for Romani orange. Pumpkin orange specifically. I'm not sure about how I feel about the sweater being orange. Because it's more like the scarf that gets the proper color. And not the baseline sweater. Hey Slasher, thank you for the tier 1. Much appreciate it. Maybe we need to go like obnoxious. But the white actually looks pretty good. Probably not black. No. It all depends on how the scarf is dyed. Don't go for metallic surface. That never looks good. It's like you're wearing a piece of aluminum foil.
I am so confused, man.
Shell leather. Thank you, Wingser. Let's see how much that's going. This is the material you need to make the coat. Yeah, so these are still going for like 388,000, and that's still a lot. But that is better than paying $1 million for it. But you got to have your crafter's level in order to make it yourself. Thankfully, the recipe is not complicated at all. Is there moonshine in this game? No, there's not. I don't know if there's like an equivalent to moonshine anyway. I notice your colors tend to complement the character's hair, as red for Jean, who has green hair, orange for Hermione, who has blue hair. Yes. I'm not that good with color theory, Lucid, but I do have some knowledge of it. And I always think of complementary colors.
How do you not have some knowledge of it?
Well, because
You played Sonic Heroes.
Easy
color theory.
I mean, besides that, no, because growing up as an artist and shit like that, I was more about like it for illustrations and shit like that. But coloring was never my forte. I was never into color theory that much, but I still have some basic knowledge of it.
Okay. Also, how am I coming in?
You sound fine.
Okay. I am so confused though. So NVIDIA has like a new technology, DLSS 3.0, where the GPU will try to render frames. It will try to AI render frames, so render frames that don't exist,
Okay.
to bump up the perceived frame rate.
Oh boy.
And that's only supposed to be a thing on the 4000 series GPUs. It's currently enabled right now on a 3080.
What are the results?
It's working perfectly fucking fine.
Yeah, it was a mistake.
So what was that about? Oh yeah, the old GPUs can't handle this.
Maybe not with hardware, but software can.
Yeah, no, I'm running.
With that, we are fucking done with Goldsmith for 50.
Oh,
the cap for the cap for gatherers and crafters is level 90 because we're in Endwalker. But for a Realm Reborn purposes, we're just gonna worry about getting the 50. Because when we get to Heavensward again, we're gonna have different means of leveling up. I mean, once we finish Heavensward, we'll have Ishgard Restoration, and that's end game right there. That's GG's for leveling up the crafters, because Ishgard is so fucking brain dead and makes everything easy. But for a Realm Reborn purposes, we're just going to go to level 50, and then we'll worry about getting to 60 and beyond once we reach the end of Heavensward and shit like that. Because this is not a sprint; it's a marathon. So we're going to take our sweet ass time with this. Anyway, what were you saying, Jason?
I'm just surprised that it's running so well.
Yeah. That said, can we repair? Yeah, look at that. Fucking, we can repair our accessories now, man. Look at that. That's great.
My GPU is screaming though. It's a fucking 97% usage.
Just out of curiosity, do you have a favorite non-story dungeon? My personal favorite is Shisui. That's the one with the princess, right? That one's okay. I like the story behind the twinning, because it is a great send-off to the whole reason why we were brought to the first in the first place for Shadowbringers. I feel a little weird that that was relegated to a side quest, but the significance of the twinning for Shadowbringers and the Warrior of Light is so heartwarming. I really like it. I'm gonna do a main scenario roulette because I want to get some poetics. Because I'm at 205 now, and I think I need to get one more accessory from my right side before I'm. No, I also got to get a weapon. Because I'm also considering leveling up. I got to get my character ready for coils at some point. Would anyone like to join me for a main scenario roulette? I'm going to go to Old Dial if anyone wants to join me there. What the fuck? Why am I teleporting? There's an aetherite right here.
When a good thing goes bad.
Anyone who wants to join me, they can find me right here. I'm sending invites to the people that find me here first. Because I'm still working. I'm not part of a free company for the here. If you ever need an excuse to revisit a dungeon you finished, I still need to do Orm. You haven't done Orm Valley yet, Blue Dino? I'm surprised. If you want to do Aurum Vale, I'll help you do Aurum Vale. Because Aurum Vale is definitely a lot easier when you're doing it with friends. Okay, we have our party for main scenario roulette. I might call another party for Aurum Vale if anyone wants to join me for that, to help Blue Dino with that specifically, but we'll get there when we get there. Let me do a raid check. I feel like leveling roulette loves to give you Aurum Vale, especially if you don't have any other dungeons unlocked. I appreciate, yeah. That is most definitely a thing. We need a healer. All right, thank you, Arthur. And what will we get? Hopefully ultimate weapon. We'll probably get Castrum though. Oh, no, Praetorium, okay. So the thing about main scenario, even if you're doing it with a party that's cleared it before, you still cannot skip cutscenes. So you do have to rewatch this every single time. And I kind of wish it wasn't the case. I think if you're running Praetorium or Castrum or Ultimate Weapon with a pre-made party of folks that have already cleared it, you should be able to skip the cutscenes. But you cannot. If allowed, John, is the Game Awards reaction going to the archives? If allowed, I think you mean if there's no licensed music that I don't catch, it doesn't get muted. Sure. I'm not sure.
Don't they have like a partner program or whatever?
They do. Year? I never fucking sign up for that shit.
Like, well, what does it entail?
I think so you don't get in trouble for breaking copyright. I don't know. Yeah, hope you got popcorn. Honest to God, like as soon as we get to the first cutscene with guys, I'm probably gonna order some food on the phone before Nora gets home. Orville got me over my anxiety since I saw other tanks also die in the first one, so failure did not feel as bad anymore. Yeah, I mean, again, I understand, especially as someone who started the game as a marauder that eventually becomes a warrior. I fucking get it. Like, tank anxiety is real, and it never. I mean, you always have a bit of anxiety because you know you got to make sure that the enemies are always on your ass and not attacking anybody else. At the same time, communication is everything in this game. If it's your first time doing something, no matter the role, if you're DPS or healing, you're tanking especially, if you let your party know that with just a few simple words, it's my first time, I'll do my best, or if it's my first time, go easy on me, I guarantee you more often than not, 9 times out of 10, the party will be understanding. They will get it. And that makes a load of difference. Like, when everybody's on the same page, everyone's on the same note to temper expectations, it is so much better when you have that level of comfortability. I love not being able to fucking see.
Wait, so when's the Game Awards?
7:30.
7:30?
So about an hour and a half from now.
Okay.
Yeah, I will be
like
taking...
actually 7:30 or 8 o'clock?
I think it starts, the pre-show starts at 7:30. You know, that means they're actually going to give away all the awards in that half hour. And then once 8 o'clock starts, it's all trailers.
Yeah, okay. I may need to run on over to my mom's house real quick.
Yeah, do what you gotta do. I mean, you don't have to stay now because I'm doing like this is like the last thing I'm doing before I cut the stream off.
Okay. Well, it's just that my case delivered there because of the stupid shit with Micro Center.
Oh Lord! I ordered Nora a Christmas gift. So the reason why I logged into eBay at all last night was because I was getting Nora a Christmas gift. But it turns out the last time I used eBay, I was still in Philadelphia. And
shit.
The address that it shipped to was my Philadelphia address, and I had to get in contact with the seller, like immediately. I was like, "Wait! I need you to send it here instead."
The thing with Micro Center is that I had a separate shipping address set, and it still sent it to the billing address. Because I guess fuck me.
Yeah. All right, I'm ordering my food. What do I feel like tonight? Shut up, guys. I just loaded up the regular ass Uber app. Where do I want to go? No, not ramen. I don't feel like ramen tonight. If I'm gonna drink later tonight, I gotta eat something heavy.
I can't remember if this was a thing. Did the you know the little electric ball thingy in Portal?
The thing that shoots out from the cannon that can one-shot you?
Yeah.
Yeah, what about it?
The receptacles for them. I don't remember them shooting light at the ceiling.
Like a ray of light coming out of them to reflect on the ceiling or some other shit? I don't recall.
Yeah.
No.
That may just be like a ray tracing thing.
Yeah.
I guess.
Maybe. This guy still talking? Okay.
They had a red light? Okay.
I'm feeling Zaxby's. Zaxby's is actually not bad. We don't have Zaxby's in the Northeast. I don't think we do.
And that surprised the fuck out of me that down here was your first time with Zaxby's. And Zaxby's is okay. The only thing that sucks is that was like the only fast food joint near here, like near where I live, outside of Taco Bell. And it was you get sick of it very quickly. Yeah.
Zaxby's, also known as Lesser Cane's. I don't know what Cane's is, Ray. You have to explain what Cane's is.
Raising
also, I
Cane's.
did like there's a hierarchy of chicken restaurants.
Let me see if I can screenshot this to you without it breaking.
Raisin Cane's, baby.
Yeah,
Banger
that's
chicken.
what it's called.
Raisin Cane? I never heard of it.
See how bad my fucking computer dies from this.
Oh, that wasn't a good sound.
Look at this shit. It's so pretty.
Cane's is a chicken tender restaurant. They only do tenders. A chicken tender, ready to fry. Prepare your dinner.
Cane's is good. We don't have too many down here.
Oh, let me check this out. Did you post it in the Discord or something like that? No.
It's unfortunately just in the screen share.
Okay. Oh, fucking. Oh, the boss is starting. Let me keep that stream up. Give me a second.
Yeah. You're good.
New Praetorium ends with a guys fight. We do not fight Ultima Weapon anymore in the Praetorium. So, Praetorium is significantly shorter.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the fucking any other Raising Canes that we have here, because we used to have one on Redstone Arsenal, like on the military base. But outside of that, there's pretty much no other location.
Look at that shovel ass. Shovel Knight ass, however. Shovel Knight looking ass. I like when this thing like resets the position. Actually, Ray, can you like drag him north? It might be too late. Because this guy always recenters to do an attack, and he just fucking zooms back to the center. I don't know why it's so funny. Zoom! Oh shit, oh fuck, oh shit, oh fuck. Such a big animation for so little distance. So I only got to these after the new changes were implemented. How bad was it really before? I don't think bad would be the word I'd use. It was essentially... So... The first two mobs in Praetorium were never fought. They were always ignored. Because you can just go right... So the Magitech terminal that Sid activates after the first set of trash in the beginning, originally that was a terminal that you went to yourself and activated on a whim. Which means you can just ignore the trash mobs. And you be on your merry way. The first boss is essentially the same. No, the attack patterns of the Colossus are different now. He doesn't have all those marked AoE attacks in the original fight. The Magitech section, the one that we're doing here, this was kind of a newbie trap because in order to get the Magitech armor in the first place, you needed to get Magitech authentication, which required you to interact with a terminal right next to the Magitech armor, and a lot of newbies didn't know that. So you get to the Magitech armor, and you get left behind because you didn't know to go to the terminal to get authentication. They changed that now so that you can just interact with the Magitech armor, that's it. Which is how it should have been in the first place, if I'm being real. Outside of that, the second half of Praetorium is pretty much unchanged. The Nero boss and the Gaius boss are different. I mean, Gaius is completely different. But Nero is pretty much similar. And yeah, like old school Praetorium and Castrum had the issue where they wanted to have a full out dungeon with 8 players, and that just wasn't working because of the game's problem with power creep. You can just blow through everything and ignore pretty much everything. And originally, we were talking about this when we did Praetorium the first time for this live stream series. Originally, these cutscenes were skippable. And these cutscenes are long, like 2-3 minutes long for a dungeon cutscene, which I know that doesn't sound like much, but that is a fucking lifetime for an MMO. And what will happen is that newbies will watch the story cutscenes while veterans skip the cutscenes and go on ahead because you can power creep. You can plow on through everything because you are so overpowered. And newbies will finish watching the cutscene, will wonder where'd everybody else go. Everybody else already finished the dungeon.
Oops.
Yeah, so they made these cutscenes unskippable to counteract that, but they also vastly increased the reward for it. So if you do the main scenario roulette, which is always like the final 2 of Realm Reborn dungeons or the final fight against Ultimate Weapon, you can't skip the cutscenes at all, but they give you a lot more rewards to make up for that. So it's a great way of getting poetics and experience and gil.
Well, what they should have just done is have whenever you queue up for it,
yeah,
like a check flag, where everyone votes to skip cutscenes, and then if everyone votes to skip the cutscene gets skipped for the whole party.
But it would have to be unanimous, you mean, though, right?
Yeah,
yeah, I would agree if it had to be like a unanimous vote. Yeah, originally the Praetorium cutscenes also had dialogue options too. Like when Gaius asks you for like, why do you fight and some other shit, like, why do you come? You can respond back with different choices. They got rid of that so that it's automatic. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day, but you know, you do lose some personal flair to it. But it's fine. I didn't think that was really relevant, or not relevant, but like it's negligible. All considered. The problem would be if someone said no, they might get harassed. Ray brings up a good point. Yeah. At that same time, though, I would argue is like if you're even considering queuing up for a main scenario roulette, you have to consider that you might be here for the long run. Because to me, when I'm doing so, the only other times I really do main scenario roulette, like on my main character, is when I'm power leveling. Because my priority whenever a new expansion drops is get my main character to level 90, which main story quest will do that easily. but get all of my off classes up to 90 as soon as I possibly can. And the fastest way to do that is with roulettes. And I do everything. I do leveling, I do 50 through 90, I do main scenario, I do alliance raid, trials, normal raid, I do all of them. And when I'm getting ready to do main scenario roulette specifically, which has the dungeons where you can't skip the cutscenes, I get a bottle of water or I get a coffee and I make myself comfortable because I know I'm going to be here for a little bit, at least half an hour. Oh, and Frontline too. Frontline I also get comfy too because Frontline games are at minimum take at least 15-20 minutes, and they can go on for a bit, especially if it's a really tight game. Alliance raid roulette, more like Crystal Tower roulette, Keck. I'm just saying, if we load up for Alliance raid, right, and if it's Circus, Labyrinth, or World of Darkness, and I see a naked motherfucker putting their clothes back on, you, just saying, I will publicly shame you. Gamer Hell, I appreciate the highlight message. Also, don't call me, I'm not being your sensei, because that's just creepy. I love you, Johnny-kun. Don't do that.
Sonic-kun.
I am a fucking stranger.
Kitty-chan.
Jesus Christ. I'll look away for a few minutes of spaced out only to snap back to reality with some naked motherfucker followed by a smack. I simply leave the roulette if it's any crystal right other than World of Darkness. I mean, I never leave anything prematurely. I don't, because I personally just think that's a dick move. And whatever I get, I will go through with it. It's just, fuck me, dude. Like, if we get Crystal Tower raids for Alliance Roulette because someone unequipped their shit to manipulate the roulette, I am fucking fuming. You remember Mock? You remember Dunscaith? You remember Evilise? Whatever happened to that guy? I don't see him anymore. He never comes back to my Christmas parties. Those aren't words. I really think they need to like rework how roulettes are done for Alliance specifically, because man, getting Crystal Tower repeatedly for reasons like that specifically, when someone deliberately unequips their shit so that they can load up Crystal Tower, because the reason people would even do that in the first place, I guess to further explain this, is because the Crystal Tower Alliance raids are really fucking brain dead. They require little to no effort, and to folks it's just easy experience, and I won't deny that. However, I am fucking sick of Labyrinth of the Ancients. I am sick of Circus Tower. I am sick of World of Darkness. Can we get something from Void Ark, please? Can we get something from Evilise? I love Evilise. Evilise is my favorite Alliance series in the game. You know, we don't need Nier though. Nier can go away. Nier's too long. I don't like the Nier series. Nier's got great glamour and it's got great music. But man, the Alliance series is fucking, they drag.
Hey, just like the game.
I wouldn't know.
Beat it 3 times to get the true ending.
People don't like math though. I like math. I like fighting the construct. People are cowards. Learn what a fucking prime number is. It's not hard. I just want to do Evilise, man. Puppets Bunker is fear. Well, I mean, of the 3 Nier raids available, so we have the Copied Factory, a Puppets Bunker, and we have Tower Paradigm Shift, I think what the fuck it was called. I like Puppets Bunker the most. because I think it has the best bosses, and I think it has the best music. Tower is probably second place because I like the bosses and I like the music in that too. I guess especially against the battle against the red girl and the final encounter. But it's so long. Like Tower Paradigm Shift on a good run is like 45 minutes. It's like fuck me, dude. And Copied Factory is just no. I do not like Copied Factory. I think Copied Factory is a fucking snooze fest. And every boss has like a bajillion HP.
Yep.
Why?
It's so you don't accidentally kill them whenever you do the second run.
Why? Like for like a different ending, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's because it counts as New Game Plus. You keep your stats whenever you start over.
Yeah, like the problem I have with a majority of the Nier encounters is that they have too much fucking HP, especially Copy Factory. Copy Factory is really bad with that. And it's like, God, this is, like, everyone's DPS is really good, but this is still taking so long.
It'll be somewhere nearby. Take the lid down, and you should find yourself in the chamber of the ultimate weapon.
Oh, but like the current Endwalker stuff, like the stuff with the 12, like the deities, I'm really liking that so far. One, it doesn't take nearly as fucking long, and the music's an absolute fucking banger. And we're getting the second.
Why do we like Yokotaro? We love him. He hates us.
Yeah, but he loves money. And, you know, I can respect the hustle.
Right.
The dude only cares about making money. And he will keep producing these games that people really like him, but the dude's just looking for a paycheck. But the Alliance stuff for Endwalker is really good so far, and we're getting the second part of it in 6.3, which is coming out in about a month from now. And I can't wait, because I really want to see if they give this girl big knockers.
Yes.
Yes! Yes! It's kind of a meme with Gaius. It's like for whom do you fight or how do you fight? And then his response, how very glib, is something that just people will repeat ad nauseum.
Eorzea's unity is forged on falsehoods. Its city-states are built under
Everyone is excited for the second one for two big reasons. Both have to do with Nofika, yeah.
It is not but a cobweb of lies.
I don't know. Do you think they're gonna go through with it, guys? This is more for the 14 players in the chat. So for context, the Endwalker Alliance Raid series is us fighting against the 12. Those are the main deities of, I'm not sure if the planet or Eorzea specifically. And we fight essentially avatars representing those gods. The girl in particular, I think her name is Nofika. I think that's how you pronounce it. She's like the deity of that guard's Gridania. And the two official concept arts of her rack is pretty fucking large. Like, I'm talking big. And there's also a saying in the game that's always like by Nofika's teats or something like that. So we're wondering, is like, are they gonna go through with it? Like, are they actually gonna give us a Nofika with like a huge rack?
I mean, better. I need the art. Give me the fan art.
Not for nothing. Not for nothing. I think they will, because we already got a lot of female bosses in this game that have an impressive set of tits. Like Sophia from the Warren Triad has an impressive set of boobs. You know? You think Lakshmi? Nah, Lakshmi's not really big. I mean, Lakshmi's huge, like physically speaking. She is gargantuan. But I don't think she has booba.
I need more 14 fan art. I can't just keep busting the Y'shtola every fucking time.
Y'shtola? Oh, wow, okay.
Man must own the world.
Shiva,
No.
not only do you get big booba, but you also get stepped on. And then there's
No,
Barbarisha.
not
Oh my
actually.
god, like Barbarisha, especially in her second form, is so fucking horny.
It is ever the strong who dip
Like, my god.
of the weak.
Yeah, I think they're gonna do it. Imagine if they don't. Imagine if they want full fucking inverse with that. Like, instead of like a big boobed woman, they give us like, what's her name from Kid Icarus Uprising? Viridi? It's like, fuck!
Only a man of power can rightly steer the course of
But no, John, I'm just joking.
this land of creeping mendacity that
I only like women that can see.
itself
I don't know what that means.
champion of the yours here. Face me. Your defeat shall serve as proof of my readiness to rule.
Richard Epcar goes so fucking ham in this role. I'm actually kind of disappointed that he doesn't return for the character. Because, spoiler warning, this character's still alive. By the end of Realm Reborn. But it's so, like, we don't run into him again until Stormblood. Like, late Stormblood. But he's not wearing the mask anymore, and he's voiced by a different guy.
What if instead of giving her big boobs, they just give her a fat ass?
Hey, I mean, whatever. I'll take it. And soft dad vibes. That's right, yeah. Why not get big badonkadonks and a juicy dumper? All right, can we talk about that, actually? I actually don't like asses being categorized as dumper.
Because it makes
Look,
you
it's
think of
like,
the
yeah, I was-
dumping aspect.
I was gonna say, it's like, yeah, that's where you shit from. Oh, that's so hot. Yeah, they call it dumper or dumpy. I was like, don't call it that, please. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I prefer junk in the trunk. That's right. Junk in the trunk is what I know it as. Imagine if Cisco made that song like 20 years later with the vernacular we use now. It's like that. It's not the thong song. It's like the dump slump or some other shit. like I don't know if I want to hear that song. The dumpy humpity. Yeah, there we go. There is a song called the Humpy Dump. You're right. You're right. You're absolutely right about that.
Do the Humpty Hump.
Do the Humpty Hump. You ever listen to the lyrics of that song? The lyrics of that song are fucking stupid. Oh, the clones are already.
Yeah.
This fight is so much cooler now thanks to the stuff from the Emerald Weapon fight. Yeah, I love how they incorporated the Emerald Weapon mechanics into this fight, just to pay respects to the continuity. I can't wait to get to the weapon storyline for this character, if only because I get to re-experience Emerald Weapon again fresh. And Emerald Weapon is my favorite of the three fights, because Emerald Weapon's second phase music is so fucking good.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.
If they made a song now, it'd just be begging for face sit. All right, so here are the lyrics. It's just sit on my face times 69. That's what the lyric sheet says anyway.
Is that any better than doing the butt?
I don't know what that means.
You've never heard that song?
I don't think I have. Maybe.
Oh my god.
Good shit, guys. So many poetics. All right, we're gonna go trade those in for some items real quick, and then I'm going to wrap up the stream.
Yeah, exactly. Rad Record got it on the nose.
Blue Dino, if you don't mind, we can wait. We can do Armvel later because I do have to, unfortunately, sign off for now and get some food before tonight's Game Awards stream. But we can reconvene later in a different live stream. We'll probably do one later in a couple of days because I do have to get to work on the Donkey Kong video.
I'm sorry. Did I just hear someone disrespect the butt? If you want to do the butt all night long.
Oh my god. I don't. Multiple Platinum Award winner. Humpty Hump. Fucking ribbon.
It's an old song from like '88.
I believe it. I've likely heard of it. It's just that I don't recognize it immediately. I need to accessories. Was it the Slaying Joker comparison? Yes, Joker.
Hey, Cosmos.
How much were the weapons? Was that 500? $24 carats of cheek. Something like that. Oh, let me go check, because I think you have to go to the Shroud to get that. I think it's in North Shroud.
The golden ass.
Just get the dread weapons. True. I can just wait until we do coils. Oh, tension in the Shroud. Tension in the Shroud. Odin is out. Hold on. Can we show off Odin? I would love to show off Odin now. So this is special weather that you only see in the Shroud area. This is tension. This means that Odin, the Odin Fate, is out. Odin, the dude himself, is out. He is wandering around Gridania. He's wandering around the Shroud area. He could be anywhere in any of the Shroud areas, and it's kind of a fun little game to find him. I love this weather. Tension weather is so fucking cool.
And Kevin's just like, you rang.
Yeah. I'm not sure how much. I'm not sure how long the fate's been up, because the fate has a long timer. I think it's like 30 minutes or it's like 25. It's a long fate, but man, does it fucking kick your ass? Because Odin does not play around.
So are you doing it now?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it now because the Odin fate is pretty rare.
Okay.
Let me see. No, not augmentation. Weapons.
Odin's still around?
Odin never left. What do you get for doing it? You get an achievement, and you can get Odin's armor for glamour, essentially.
It wouldn't be Odin if it wasn't boiled.
Like, you look away and your HP is at 10% as a tank. Yeah, like current level at that too. Because I think like the level sync, like the level sync for Odin even now is like level 70. And this guy just still fucking hurts. Which means I can very much easily die as Romani. We gotta find him though first, because the Odin fate does not appear on the map. You have to find him. So I'm gonna search North Shroud. Well, let me check Party Finder actually, because there might be a party for it. No, there's not. Okay. If anybody's online and wants to search the other Shroud areas to get confirmation of where he's at, I will head over there, because otherwise you have to. Yeah, you just stumble upon him. You have to run into him. You won't see the fate on the main map. You will see the fate though on your mini map on the top right. It's in the South Shroud. All right, we're in the South Shroud. All right, we're going to the South Shroud. We are going to the South Shroud. It's an Earth's Gift. No. We're not talking about, are you talking about the trial, Arthur? I'm talking about the fate.
Stay night?
Is he in Earth's Gift? Is he actually there now? Because that's really appropriate. He's actually over there. Oh yeah, look at that. He's over in Earth's Gift. So this is where you unlock the Odin trial. There he is. So the cool thing about Odin is that, so Odin itself is in the context of 14, Odin's a primal. But Odin himself is not the primal. It's actually his sword, the Zantetsuken. And, oh, it's a Lalafell this time. He's looking right at me. Fucking. Sorry, that was actually a little scary. Because I will aggro him if he looks at me. Odin's appearance will take the shape of the person who dealt the finishing blow in the last fate. And in this case, it's a Lalafell. Get fucked. Ow! Fuck! Alright, so who's forming a party? Anybody got a party invite? Make a party and invite me. Fuck me, dude! Holy shit!
Well, that happened.
Oh, fuck. Hold on, has anybody got a party yet? Paul, let me check Party Finder. Okay, Odin's up. I'm joining this party from Monica.
What is his sword called?
Zantetsuken. What? Oh, don't pull me in. So there's a lot of people fighting this thing, which is why the frame rate is absolutely taking a dump. A dumpy, you could say. Fuck.
Isn't the sword in like 4?
Oh, Zantetsuken is just Odin's signature sword.
Okay.
So like every game that has an Odin, he has a Zantetsuken. Yeah, so the Odin fate is a big deal because, you know, it's a rare fate. It's a rare fate. Like, it's not just a boss fate, it's also just rare. So when it shows up, people like to go after it. Especially if you're newbies. If you're newbies, you should go after it because this is quite an experience. If you can actually see I have battle effects turned on. So this utter flashbang of effects that you're seeing on your screen right now is exactly why I had party effects turned off on my main character. Because can you see Odin right now? I mean, I know Odin's also mimicking a Lalafell right now, so that's another problem. But you can't see anything. Why did I return? No! Holy fuck! Wait! I gotta go back. Marty.
I just find it interesting that that's the sword's name, though.
What, Zantetsuken?
Yes.
What, because it's Japanese?
Well, because that sword is also used by Goemon and Lupin III.
Okay.
And then Goemon, you know, just the name itself, is almost like Ishikawa Goemon, who Odin in One Piece is based off of.
Fuck you, learn shit, dude. Character. Alright, show limited. No, show all, party, show limited, show none for everyone else. Alright, now we should be able to see.
Yeah, Goemon, the guy who can cut anything in half, and Lupin III. Meanwhile, Odin in One Piece can cut anything in half. He has 2 swords. One sword that can cut the heavens, and then one sword that can cut the very depths of hell.
Damn.
His swords are literally so OP that they will kill their user. Unless they're, you know, the user's strong enough.
Dude, look at this fucking frame. Oh my god, dude. I was in front of his face. That's why I got... Fuck me! So,
Got bodied.
don't stand in front of Odin unless you're the tank, because his attacks cleave. Oh, Jassy gave me the raise. Hey, thank you, Jassy. I appreciate it. Jassy, he runs a hunt link shell and does all the call outs for when hunts are up for like S ranks and shit. I always rely on Jassy for that. He just gave me the raise. That's really nice. All right, so where the fuck is his front? There it is. So I have party effects turned off, so you can only see my own, and the frame rate's still shitting the bed because there's just a lot of people here fighting this thing. I feel like I'm playing. I feel like I'm playing 2.0 on the PS3.
I think that's just a signature of Odin's summons in most Final Fantasy games, where he just kind of splits something in half with the sword.
Yeah, the Zantetsuken. So so the final. So when his HP is low enough, he will start casting his Enrage, which is like Shin Zantetsuken. If you do not kill him before it goes off, he kills everybody in the fate. And there is nothing you can do about it. And it resets the fate. So you have to do that all over again. I've never seen it go off, but I've seen people that have failed it, and it's hilarious as shit.
Yeah. That's funny.
But there are 2 Odin fights in Final Fantasy XIV. There's the Fate version that we're doing now, which everybody can get involved with. There's also a dedicated Odin trial, which we will also be doing with this character sooner rather than later. Actually, we'll be doing that in our way to do like the side content stream. The Odin trial is more manageable because it's 8 people as opposed to 56,000. But it's also a pretty spicy trial too. I would say it's the hardest normal trial in the game for a Realm Reborn.
Man, I wish we would have another fight with Odin in One Piece. But Odin wouldn't be Odin if it wasn't boiled.
I don't watch One Piece.
The man was boiled alive.
Yeah. Good shit, guys.
Just like Goemon.
I'm glad I was able to show that off on stream because the Odin Fate is always a fun time. If you're playing a Realm Reborn base, you want to do the Odin Fate. The Odin Fate's always, there's always so many people that show up for that shit. It's great. Thanks again, guys. Oh, hello, Fina.
Delicious question mark.
I know Fina. Fina's long timer. I think they were also part of the original Free Company as well. I want to think so. Anyway, but yeah. All right, guys. I'm going to teleport back to my in room, and then we are going to wrap up the stream. Is my food here yet?
Check Discord.
Yeah, my food is actually here. And let me go check
Discord.
the Discord real quick. Oh yeah. Let me check the stream real quick. Oh, are you streaming Portal?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Jason's streaming Portal. Can I share this screen? I don't think I can. No, I'm not gonna bother.
All right.
But
It's pretty.
Yeah, that looks really. So Jason is streaming on Discord Portal with RTX support, and yeah, it might as well just be a remaster of the original game. That looks, it's night and day.
Yeah.
Holy shit,
And this
that's
is
really
just
nice.
running on top of the actual game.
Yeah, so that's all fucking real time.
Yeah.
That is incredible. I'll have to show that off.
I'm
later.
just grabbing the assets of the game as it's loading in and replacing them.
What did I order? I ordered from Zaxby's. Wakazi. Is that how I pronounce her name?
Zaxby's.
Zaxby's. Anyway. And we are just going to sign off at the end because when you log off the game in an inn, you get a unique like sleeping animation that plays. It's really nice. Especially for like what I just found out, like male Lalafels have like the most adorable fucking doze animation. So this is a regular doze, right? If you do the doze emote, you will like begin the conk out before you like catch yourself and like wake yourself up. Yeah. If you do that on top of a bed though, you will go to sleep. And male Lalafels, they're so cartoony. Fucking. Female Lalafels will do like a ballerina twirl and plop on the ground too. Because females can't do Looney Tunes thing. Fucking, can we just gender unlock all emotes, please?
No.
Well, I try.
Gatekeep.
But if you log out if you log out, you will get a unique go to sleep animation telling you, all right, it's time to call it a day.
Hey, Joker, don't you think we should go to bed?
All right, guys, we're gonna call it a wrap there. I'll be breaking until 7:30. We'll be live for the Game Awards pre-show, and then we'll just have fun fucking making fun of the awards and all that sort of shit. So go get your food, go get your drink, whatever you want to do, and then we will reconvene around 7:30 for the Game Awards. In the meantime, let's raid someone if maybe for kind of mutual streaming. There is nobody live on my end. Is Elliot live? I'm not sure.
Remember, take a shot if an award goes to someone who bought it.
It's my reward. It's my name's on it. I don't see.
Is T-Pain streaming?
I don't want to. Let me see. Elliot just wrapped up. Okay, yeah, that's why it's not showing live on my end. Why don't we raid someone else playing Final Fantasy 14? Let me see. Final Fantasy 14 online. How about we raid Let's read Pyromancer. Is this Nirvana? No, this is just the. No, it's not. But I can kind of hear it now that you say it. All right, guys.
Or the weapons hostile?
I'll see you in 40 minutes for the Game Awards. Have a good night, everybody. Or see you soon.